Hello, everyone. Welcome back.
Ooh,
Hi!
Welcome. Hey.
I'm back to wearing silly things on my headset.
Oh yes, it's been a little while, but welcome back to Fumble, folks. We are playing Dungeons and Dragons in our first long-form campaign, the Rapid Riders. Let's introduce ourselves to our Rapid Riders. I have to have some little screen now. Let's start with Bree.
Oh no. Okay, cool. Hi, I'm Bree. I'm playing Diana. She is a sun elf bard of eloquence. Yeah, she's lush. Yeah, that's kind of it. Yeah, sun elf is like our one of our homebrew races. Yeah.
Cool.
That's it really. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, that's everything. Cool. Let's just go straight down to Sarah.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I am playing. Oh, a second, my birds are kicking off.
What are you playing?
Okay.
Phil, calm those birds down. God's sake.
I'm trying.
Okay, so yeah, I'm Sarah. I'm playing Taxes. Her real name Mia Mew, but everyone calls her Taxes, or Lydia Jardine, or Roberts. As I got a list forming very quickly
Robert,
on this.
yeah?
Oh, Roberts, yeah.
Yeah.
I am the human of the group. I am also the sneaky rogue of the group.
Token human.
Token human.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we have Phil.
Yeah. I'm Phil. I am playing Dunstan Dewey Fairfoot. He's the group's ranger. He's part elf, part halfling heritage. The ranger of the party is a swarm lord is the tag. So he has a host of burbs that he uses to assist him with, basically to help make him seem useful.
You're very
He
useful.
is useful.
Oh,
You are
bless.
deadly. Next we have Ben.
Hi there, I'm playing Zeke Boomdiggles, the halfling, half gnome, half, all drunkard, very angry, very sad boy. I am a Way of the Drunken Master monk who has accidentally stumbled upon a warlock patron who is currently in the processes of basically shitting his pants or about the fact that he's now throwing magical fists from his fists.
Yeah.
Correct. And summoning spectral watery chains to drag people
Exactly.
in the middle of a forest, as you do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Having a bit of a crisis, isn't he? For the moment.
And finally, last but not least, we have Doran.
Hi, I'm Doran. I'm playing Halite, our 8-foot-tall Goliath fighter behemoth of a man. He's very beautiful, very handsome.
And
He's very hench. He's very a lot
Very
of things.
humble.
There he is.
Very
Down there.
extra.
Extremely.
Definitely the best character in the party. And yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. I
Throw it out there,
will
go on.
fight for it.
No, he's very dumb.
I will
And,
do vicious mockery until you die.
Yeah.
The vicious mockery implies that he understands the insults.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm immune.
I'm so dumb. I'm immune. yeah.
But yeah, he's Halite.
Nice. And I am Sam, your dungeon master for this evening, dungeon master, games master, whatever you want to. I'm not going to say whatever you want to call me. That's not.
Daddy.
Wow. Take it.
Daddy,
Let's
sorry.
go.
Daddy, sorry. Daddy, sorry.
Stop. Go on.
Never.
Stop. Oh my god, stop.
Well, last we left our party, they had fought off. Best way to describe it is a band of spider-mounted death fairies in front of a cold iron sealed door. Using their combined skills, they fought them off and then took to a short rest during which they have inspected the store and decoded using a combination of their skills, but eloquence bard's way of interpreting words and the knowledge of these planar alphabets that Doran has, decoded a celestial message as to what lies within, but are still resting off the onslaught. They were the onslaught because they came in. They're still resting. Is the message? resting continues as we rejoin them in this space. There is a cold autumn air that still pervades. There is the occasional senescent orange leaf that falls, but apart from that, it is peaceful and quiet in these woods.
You say that.
Apart from
Currently.
when everyone is doing magic and shit.
Yeah.
Apart from me currently following taxes around trying to go, what's your magic skill? What do you do?
Nothing. Just got.
Don't lie to me!
I'm not lying. I'm just smart.
Get back here, you little shit!
You're
Oh,
smaller than me.
by the way, I'm 3 foot. I am literally the smallest. I don't come up to some people's knees. Get back here!
I didn't even say anything. I just looked down and put my hand out. I'm like, what are you doing?
They have magic. I apparently have magic. Where's your magic?
I don't need magic.
I didn't need magic.
I have magic.
Did anyone see what happened?
Yeah.
'Cause I really feel like I had a stroke.
I was,
Did you
I
have
was kind of-
Do I
But
smell
re-
toast?
yeah.
What's toast?
Do
Do I know what toast is?
Absolutely make a perception check.
Yeah.
We
There's no
established.
toast now.
That's a 16.
You do not smell toast. For a second, you're like, oh, maybe I do, but then you remember that's burning spider. It's
Ah,
still
is that what toast smells like?
gently aflame.
Yeah, Zeke, I was occupied with nearly dying via spider. What you said something came out of the ground? You made something come out of the ground?
I haymakered at one of them and missed, and then a massive green projectile in the shape of my fist came out and smacked another one in the head. And then when one of them was running away from me because it was going slightly too fast, I wanted it to not go that fast. And then a giant spectral chain came out of the ground and grabbed it and started trying to pull it into the earth, and it was kind of horrifying.
We're getting a lot of air coming from your microphone, Brie.
Yeah, so I'm breathing quite heavily as well. I forgot my dice and they were in the other room, and then I got hurt. And now I'm like, ow.
Aww.
Oh,
So yeah, sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, I'll just try and stop breathing so heavily, I guess. I don't know.
Breathe less.
Okay, I'm good. What was?
but no, Zeke. It was weird. You got like a chain that came out of the ground. It looked like the thing around your neck.
I know.
So you picked up this chain, and now you got
mean-
magical fists.
I mean, the chain kind of picked me up.
Yeah, I think you drank too much. Nah, genuine. My mom
Okay,
said some stuff.
100% would be under the impression that, like, yeah, that might be
Yeah.
a good reason.
Yeah. Or my mom mentioned some stuff
Okay.
like ages ago, something about like
Mom?
warlocks and like you like make a
What the hell's a
pact.
warlock?
You make a pact with something or someone, maybe like something, and then they give you magical fists.
The wind
the
chime
face.
god.
Taxes, you heard of this, right?
Yeah.
Magical.
I might
So-
have
so-
it,
so-
yeah.
Deal
so
for a
you-
magical fist.
So you're saying I make a deal and then suddenly I get touched by magical chains and fisted?
Yes.
Well, maybe
guess.
reframe the phrasing a bit, but
Well, what are you on about?
Basically, yeah.
By the god of wind chimes.
Well, what's wrong with my phrasing?
Nothing.
It's
just-
not
Absolutely
my
nothing.
fault the giant green fists came out of me. And those really,
Okay.
really wet chains.
Right.
But this, I mean,
So-
this, but you did you like it was a surprise, but did you have a measure of control over it?
Sam, do I have a measure of control over it?
Do it again. Do it again.
Um,
Do it again.
now that we're not in the heat of battle, you can try and do something.
Then
Hit
I
that tree
will.
over there.
I will try and go into my best stance possible, which is basically going to be the worst drunken crane pose you've ever seen, basically pivoting on my ankle constantly. Just
You'll
How it
step
mimics him.
back quite a bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out of the way.
just do like
Uh,
just try and just kind of like jab forward with it.
Okay, make me a charisma check.
That is a natural set. Oh, it's a 7, thank God.
Okay. Okay.
Whew.
You fly forward with this fist, just punching as you did before into nothing, and nothing really happens.
I think I had a stroke.
I think you gotta feel it. Did something happen, like something weird and magical, and like between us leaving Ben Alicia and now?
I mean, I had a really weird dream, but you know that's not any different. And then I found this thing, but I kind of think I woke up with it.
Stories always have stuff like that when you
You drink, you go somewhere, you drink a bit more, you go somewhere else, you drink a bit more, you wake up somewhere that you've never been before.
yes.
Yeah, all right, okay. Yeah.
But this time I managed to walk around a small hut for a couple of hours and get insulted by a little girl.
Little girl.
No, Bodhi was a
fisherman's hut?
boy. What are you talking
You
about?
sure?
Oh, Goblin boy. Yeah.
No,
Bodhi
little cowgirl thing.
I'm also pretty sure Bodhi was the fox.
They called Fearbolgs?
Oh yeah, Fede.
Fede was the boy. Bodhi was
Fede
the
was
fox.
the boy. You're
Yes,
right.
correct.
I was wrong.
You Zeke, hear a slight hum on the wind, and you see the little girl in front of you says, "Zeri, my name was Zeri."
That's it. Zeri.
He is pointing to nothing.
Oh boy.
As you like look around to the others, Zeri is gone again.
God damn it, she's really good at hide and seek.
Hide and seek. Highlight makes a perception check.
Please do.
Natural 20, nothing.
No, on the nat 20, you literally see it go. Not a natural 20. There's a 5. You get distracted looking into the trees because you see a bird, and then it's just one of Dewey's birds. But it looks cool. It's got like these weird feathers. You forget what you were looking for.
I chase it.
Cool.
Oh well, there goes the hippo.
Yeah, it's gonna leave it a bit.
How often do you see this girl?
Like, I saw her outside of the shack, and then one of the nights when we were sleeping, I told the big buffoon over there that I was going for a piss, but I was actually going to play hide and seek with her.
Being followed by a child?
That's why he was in the tree.
Yeah.
I remember seeing you in the tree and wondering if that was a weird place to piss.
She's got very good eyes. I had to get. This is the only thing I could do. I went up the tree.
Sounds like. Okay, well, I've heard of like. I thought warlocks were like monsters and shit, and gods. I don't know, but like it sounds like
Hey, we're using
have-
magic. We're all monsters.
a little girl as your patron. She gives you magic.
I've also seen an old guy and an older woman.
You remember this sort of military cut Goliath warrior, like female presenting, but difficult to tell. Certainly, the way they dressed was very androgynous.
It was Rag. Oh.
Goliath.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So Goliath, I think.
Oh.
Maybe.
Yeah,
these
you
were
see
all
me every
people
day.
around the hut. These were all people around the fisherman's hut.
Yeah.
You also recall that there's like a crowd of people, but these are the people you got like a clock on before.
Yeah,
you,
I didn't really
like,
get
those
it.
are the only faces you saw.
Yeah.
Amongst this sort of like ghostly spectral forms without definitive features.
Again,
you can
I'm
make out.
also playing a little dumb to it.
I believe
Yeah.
also you did see, just to make sure you remember, a gnomish woman.
I did, yes, because I referred to her as Elder.
Yeah.
Trust me, after scrubbing my audio so many times, I
Yes,
remember it very
fair
well.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ghosts.
Yes.
Just want to make sure that you are.
Do they just randomly appear, or is it like Pacific time? Specific
Randomly
thing that
appear?
happens?
I mean, she just appeared when I was trying to remember what her name was, and then she came to tell me what her name was.
I mean,
Well-
maybe ask. What?
Zeri?
Make
I'll
another
look over
charisma.
to where he was
This is a
pointing.
charisma check. This is you
Okay.
trying to manifest your will through the pact.
It's a 9.
You begin to focus on it, and you begin to feel that sort of hum of the sort of satisfied hum. Actually, no, I lie. You have spent time with Zeri, and it's this child's laughter that comes through.
Mhm.
But you do not feel it manifest. You do sort of get this idea, get this sensation back that it is effort to appear. And so they're not going to be constantly popping in and out kind of thing.
Okay.
But to a child, it was worth it to just show up, say her name, and leave.
Aw.
Well, let's have. Can I keep an eye on Zeke and see if anything's happening? Like if I notice
Yeah.
anything.
I would say with your passive perception, you can see as they are like scrunching their face trying to focus on this, you see one of the rings, a quite small ring, just shimmers ever so slightly and is like oscillating, almost vibrating before it fades back away.
I mean, honestly, it probably just sounds like I'm going through a small bout of schizophrenia at the moment. Because none of you saw the magic. None of you have seen the ghosts.
Like
I
it's
like seen the magic.
we've
Yeah,
we've
I know,
had
but babe, I mean, babe.
You also saw a bird and ran off. So
we've had a stressful week, you know. I mean, we've all been through a lot, you know. Maybe
Am
if
I
we
losing my mind?
no,
I
you're
mean,
a warlock.
it might just be an effect of the stuff that's happened, and you know, being sourced a lot of the time as well.
I've been sober for days.
Maybe that's
Maybe
why.
that's
Maybe
it,
that's
yeah.
why these things are happening to you.
Didn't Diana get booze for you when we hit the
Yeah, I
city?
drank it all.
Oh,
We'll,
I told you
we'll
that
have
was supposed to last a week, and then you drank
Well,
it
I
all.
didn't think we were going to be spending like 5 days wandering through Small Hedge. I could have just walked under it, but no, all of you have got to be so goddamn big.
I walked through it.
I
Yeah,
know you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
It really slowed me down.
So, considering where we are right now, what do we do from here? Are we going through it? Are we going to see what's on the other side of that? Like point at the door.
Do we want to do that?
I mean,
I don't
might
know. It might
Badger
be worth a
can't
while.
come in if
yeah.
we do.
Badger will say, I am not going in there. I will stand outside and I will Guard the way in case more of those things come back. I'll make a big noise.
Are you sure you will be okay? Like,
Mhm.
if more of those things come, will you?
I will
How would you
turn
order?
into a rat, and I will get out of there.
Nice.
I'll make a
Split-
big noise. I'll turn into a, and then I'll come.
Right.
Should Splitlick stay with them, or
Yeah. Yes, there's an extra pair
I mean,
of hands.
it's
That might help.
not really going to be able to. Do you have a noisemaker that you can throw?
You mean you can make
You just
noise?
nod, yeah.
Sick.
You can also make noise. It's just
Based on the current total,
It'd be very hard to yell with a tongue.
He will nod and then walks up to one of you. He walks up to Diana and gives you this strange whirring-looking gizmo, and just a thumbs up, and just try not to let it explode. Because the wild magic table might be going off soon. It's all that has to do.
In an enclosed space, brilliant. How do I?
That's a good
not,
point.
How
It's
do
probably
I
be
not
a
make
terrible
it?
point to mention to people in the chat that on the Twitch chat that we've got a roll on the wild magic table, and you can all contribute to it. And when
Sarah,
it
control
reaches
yourself.
the 100%,
Guys,
I believe we've got Sarah's wild magic table now.
not too many.
a
You guys.
a wild
We're
magic
80%
table
there.
roll will be made.
Yeah,
Sorry, I
Yikes.
just thought it was
Yeah.
worth mentioning.
definitely worth. Yeah.
I will add to it. Maybe next time.
I will say to Splitlick, how do I not make this go off?
Don't throw it against anything hard.
And
Thanks,
just
Gem.
like that,
Thanks, Gemstone.
there we go.
Right,
So,
Sarah, is
what
it a D100
so
table?
he gives
You
me
want
this
my
thing.
D100 table?
I say, how do I make this knock a
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, retcon for him saying don't throw it against anything hard, because as soon as he hands it to you, he goes, whoops,
God
butterfingers.
I feel like this is better now than if we're trying to get
Yeah,
through this
probably.
magical, dangerous door and then it happens.
He says, not holding it.
I'm glad I'm far away from the group.
Yeah, you
amongst
are.
the trees.
Sarah, did you have like your own magic table now? Is that something?
I have my own one. But do you want me to send you, when we roll for it, do you want me to send me it over a message to you so you can see it beforehand? Because
Yeah, give me a
It's
quick
a-
look beforehand.
Are you going to kill Diana straight
Because
away?
Nobody, I will say that nobody will die. If this results in a death, we roll again.
I just want to say that this wild magic table was made with Santilo Man in mind when I was doing a
God.
one shot.
Oh no.
So
Death is inevitable.
yeah, no.
Okay,
You
well,
don't,
this
you
might
don't
be
need any
worse.
more
Yeah, I mean,
context
kill
about
Diana.
Santino Man other than "oh no" is the response.
Let's have
What
a.
happened? It didn't go through.
It's come. I can see it.
Oh, can you read it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Roll
Well,
one.
let's see.
Okay.
I'll give it at least one re-roll if it's gonna be somebody dies.
I don't think I put many death ones in there.
I die. I die now.
You summon a Carrasp.
Okay, Diana, you've got a choice.
Great.
Do you can see the magic is gonna go off, and it looks like it's not awful. It's not gonna hurt. Do you take it or do you let Splitlick hold on to it?
Can I
Take
dive
it.
on top of it?
No, can I?
Yes, you. Whoever, if you want to. Yeah, I'm gonna let Diana make the choice here because Diana's
Yeah,
closest.
it's up to you. It's
Yeah.
completely up to you.
I think I will. Can I? Is this like? Wait. Is this fragile?
Fragile.
It's currently on a heap in the floor, not smashed so much as activating and whirring. Just you've got like, do you advance towards this or do you
No.
move away? Okay.
Move away.
In that case,
Oh.
Zeke, if you would like to belly flop onto this and like take it like a
Yeah, I'm
what's
gonna save
that?
it. I'm gonna save
Grenade.
it. Private
Grenade.
Ryan it. Yeah.
yeah, just take a grenade. You feel like a course of static electricity just zap through you, It doesn't hurt you or anything like that. It just, you feel suddenly on edge. Your mohawk goes up even puffier. All the hairs on your arms go on end, and they stay there.
Whoa,
Am I dead?
What is this?
As you say, "Am I dead?" there is a cacophonous boom as your voice booms like thunder. A flock of birds flies off,
No.
and like parts of the cliff like scatter some of the rocks as things fly down. You have a voice that booms like thunder, and you gain resistance to lightning and thunder damage for 1 hour.
Don't speak.
Hi
For
guys.
a podcast, you can't speak.
Okay.
Is this real time an hour? Because that'd be hilarious.
We can do real time 1 hour, or
I'm
we can
glad
do
the
in game.
buzz of eloquence didn't get this now.
You were. I just looked at what you were so close to getting a really bad one.
Oh
Shit.
yeah.
Uh-oh.
If I rolled like 1 higher. Wait, was it 1 higher or 1 lower?
Yeah, one higher.
1 higher, yeah. That would have not killed anybody, but certainly not helped.
I don't know.
Reading through some of these, they could have been so bad. What else could have been? Out of interest.
Oh god.
Another thing we could have had, I'll just disadvantage your next ability check. What's that one? That can be just flat 9. You get to make a wish.
Oh wow.
Oh, Sarah.
But the opposite happens.
Oh no.
I wish
That is-
Osmian was dead. Oh no, he's immortal.
Well, let's hope that doesn't roll again, because it'd be nice to have tricked somebody and said, you can make a wish.
I got one and I think that we make a wish and it happens fine. I just put it in a random order. You don't know, I think.
God.
Oh,
Death
that's my
himself
own.
comes to claim you.
That sounds
Okay.
great.
Well, in that case,
I don't like wild magic.
I like wild magic.
God,
Wild.
man.
magic is wild.
My god, Splitlick, this is so dangerous. When are you gonna fix it? God damn it.
He signals to you, when I have the fucking tools, a workshop, resources.
I would
Fucking
like to gain a workshop at some point, though. That would be
so
fun.
much attitude, man.
he like sticks out his tongue with like the split wedge. Just signals, I'm all attitude.
I'm 3 foot of attitude.
They don't do this to someone who toes the line.
That is true. That is true.
I'm gonna say,
I have
Zeke,
on a shirt, please.
yeah, Zeke, you learn that if you whisper really quietly, like to you, like barely getting any air out, it's just above a normal speaking voice, and you can continue to talk. You experiment slightly, but if you wish to just stay silent for the next hour, that is totally fine as well.
Zeke, you've got like a foot taller. What happened?
It's monks taking
His
it.
mohawk is like. Pff.
Yeah,
No.
still like all hair standing on edge. The mustache is just bouncing here. What's
Suits
the
you.
Nigel Thornberry? Not quite Nigel Thornberry.
Yes.
Splitlick picks up the device, scratches their head, and starts tinkering on it in a different way. Again, signals. I don't think I can replicate this one, but it's always worth a go.
It's always fun to go.
That said, he pulls out a small like projectile launcher and says, "Me and Badger have the front. Or are we moving on?"
Alright.
I don't know, man. The way that this thing is guarded, something cool might be in there. It could help us.
I mean, those creatures seemed intent on getting in there.
Yeah.
It's just a case of if what's on the other side is dangerous, that they wanted to, like, if that door was meant to keep them out, is there something similar on the other side?
Trying to keep them in. Yeah. Well, either way, we should close the door after us. So don't ruin the door Hal, okay, don't break it.
All right. You gotta figure out how to open it then.
Well, yeah.
There's some kind of puzzle.
I don't know. There's no handle. Is there a
Some kind
handle?
of cryptic writing. Right.
If you are looking at the door, you once again see this sort of near full circle, and a seam down the middle, but these sliding pieces, 5 different sliding pieces that look like they can be arranged into a sort of left to right order. I will describe them now.
Can I
In
get
the
a
first, yeah,
paper? I want
Uh,
paper. Okay. Got it.
cool. In the first, you see a figure that looks like they are within a home, depicted on the side of a mountain. Peaceful looking environment. Yeah, a figure in a home. In the next one down, you see the same figure based on the way that they are drawn or etched into this iron, with a halo over the top of a crown that lies on their head. You also see almost like a wolf mane coming from their sort of the top of their head and down. It's a very powerful and imposing looking figure in this one. The third one shows that figure gored on talons of some kind. The beast is not depicted, just these talons that have this figure lifted aloft and gored upon them. The fourth looks again like there is this figure wreathed in light with a sun directly above them. And the final one is the only one that doesn't appear to have the figure in it. Instead, there are smaller figures with no face or discernible features on a old-looking boat, clearly on a river of some kind, eyes cast upon the horizon. Diana, as both a bard and someone native to the area, can you make me a history check with advantage, please?
Ooh. Yeah. Oh dear. 12.
12. 12 is enough that you recognize some features of the story. This is an old tale that is told in Fenrion. The exact bits and pieces you're struggling to recall in this moment, but you remember this figure of this hero that traveled from their home, ended up being this almost saint-like figure, like a saint king. But what happened from start to finish is eluding you. But you know that they started in this mountain home, and it ended with them being this, not god king, but like a saint and exarch king of a tuna.
Okay. Of a tuna. So the figure in a home is number 1. The one with the
Crown halo thing?
crown is the last one. The one before the crown is the light. Is the
The
tuna,
one, yeah,
the
yeah.
tuna, yeah, giving them the light. I don't know.
Well, no, it's the same person in the sun one, right?
Yeah, as in like the tuna is giving him the blessing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, would that be the third one? Because usually with saints, a death occurs for them to become saints.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah. So this one is 1. This one is 5. So I think
This
he
dude came
died.
from his home.
Died first.
Okay, can I roll to see if I know any of the story? Because I haven't got a
Yeah,
lot.
make me a history check. No advantage for you because you are not a 200-year-old elf bard.
Yeah.
But you still read.
I rolled terribly.
15.
So, yeah.
15. With more luck, you, as you're being told this tale by Diana, it's bringing back some memories, and specifically, it's bringing back memories of reading these forbidden texts, the sort of what is deemed to be the history of Fenrion that the Empire would rather be forgotten about. You remember that on a 15. You remember one more key feature of this story, that the figure, once they died, were taken upon the rapids to another place, and something happened there. But you know that the death happened before they were travelled. They are clearly in that cask, or in that coffin that is aboard that river.
So it's the figure in a home.
Yep.
Then he dies
Hmm.
with the talons by the beast. Then he travels on the rapids in a boat. Then it's the light raining down on him, and then he becomes a saint.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you arrange the
Should we do that?
I mean, sounds logical.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Makes sense.
Go on then.
Okay. You move past some rust of this cold iron, just forcing it. Still with surprising ease. This thing was clearly built to last, however long it's been here. And move them into this pattern of 5. As the last one locks into place, you hear as the sound of cogs slowly moving, and just a heavy. And you see in the central, the middle piece of this, the figures on that boat, that is, because of the nature of this thing, has to be right in the middle of this door. A seam you did not notice before splits down the middle, or opens. It wasn't like split as part of this. It was present before, but it was cleverly disguised. And the 2 halves of the door just begin to. And a small gout of dust just comes out of the building.
Whoa, you're smart.
It is, I say building, cave. It is pitch black in there. If you do not have dark vision, you maybe have 30 foot of light before this stops. But it looks like a cave.
Oh, good. Okay. Alright.
Again, I'm the only one that has dark vision, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I can't see.
Cool.
So I've
I'm
got
a
a torch.
sun elf. There's a reason
I got torches.
we like sun.
Exactly. You have torches, you have
Oh,
elves.
it's dark.
What's not to love?
Yeah, it's the dark vision. I think in our the race table thing that we've made for this. I think the dark vision for my character was
30
in
feet.
competition with Lucky from the Halfling stream. So
Yeah.
not very lucky when I'm walking into walls and tripping over shit because I can't see anything.
So you picked lucky instead.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So torch time. That's never going to be an issue, is it?
It doesn't take anything to just light up a torch.
Yeah.
You see Badger is staying at their post, looking guard, and saying, "I'm going to keep watch here. If you close the door, actually, I don't know if it's just going to close over time. But, now that the cold iron's gone, it's not as bad. But I can still. It's I'm not going in there.
Yeah.
And that's why we want Splitlick with you. Like if all his contraptions are going to explode first, then at least you can send him in to get us if something happens out here. But you get yourself to safety, whatever. If anything happens, if any more of those things show up, just get out of here, and we will find you.
Do what I do best.
That's a good point, though. Split lip,
Badges.
remember the sequence on the door just in case it does lock behind us. We don't want to be trapped in there.
He says, "Oh, hold on, let me write this down." You see Badger's like just looking to the edge of a forest, like eyes not fixed on the horizon because there's not much to see past the thickness of the forest, but seems to be just staring deeper into the forest. Very intent on guard.
Alrighty, let's go have a look,
All right.
and I'll light a torch and go in.
I'll
Okay.
also light a torch. How tall is the roof?
It's about. It starts about 7-8 foot high, quickly becoming 10 foot. Before it, after only 30 feet of traveling, opens out into a wider corridor that is much easier to traverse. It's about 10 foot wide. The ceiling becomes sort of 20 foot high. It looks like at this point it's rather than rough stone has become a bit more worked. And the like smooth floor becomes more cobble. It's if you continue to travel, about 100 foot in, when it opens out much wider quite quickly, you see a room that is roughly 100 foot by 60, so 100 foot wide, 60 foot away from you, from like where you enter it to the other side. With the torchlight, I believe you get quite a good bit of distance, but certainly Diana will be able to describe in this room with her dark vision, there is this wide chamber with two staircases that travel up to a higher plinth. The staircases are on the left and right. In front of this plinth, there is a gap, but you do not know if it's a pit that leads very far down or just a small divot. You'd have to sort of go to the edge and see. Atop the plinth, you see there are two stone pillars at the far end of the room that flank a smaller looking door. And on the plinth as well are these four raised daises, roughly like 5 foot radius daises. Daises? I'm not sure.
Did I?
I think
Of this sort
diocese
of
is just the same plural, I think.
black glassy looking stone. Four of them.
Also, for further reference, with the torches, it's 20 feet of bright light and then an
20,
additional
20.
20 feet of dim light, so 40 feet overall of sight.
Cool.
See a little bit
should I-
better
You,
than
you,
me.
you can see to the lip of this. You can just make out the edge of these pedestal-like dais things above the lip, on the lip of this upper platform, and you can see the gap in front of it.
I'm not so sure about traps or anything. These old places usually have them. Should I go first?
Probably.
All right.
Oh, do you want me to have a quick look around to see if I can see any noticeable traps?
Taxes
Oh,
is good at
that's
that.
probably a good idea. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll help.
Yeah, make perception or investigation checks.
Which was better?
You can either is it advantage or both of us rolling?
Hey,
He's dead.
Oh,
The
We'll
trap's
never
got him.
know.
we've dispelled DM again.
Oh no. Where am I? Hello. Oh, there.
The trap's got him.
And I'm back. Crap's got me.
Yeah.
What were your rolls?
Okay, we're both rolling.
Both following.
15.
13. My rolls are not very good tonight.
Ooh.
On a 15, looking around for any obvious like differences in the ground, pressure plates, tripwires, things like that, you don't see anything highlight. You look a bit more towards the cavern roof. It's not stalactites in here, it's more like a rocky roof. But you can see small alcoves that are sort of receding into the wall ever so slightly, at the edge of your torchlight, just in dim vision, you think there's a slight glint from your torchlight before it goes into like complete darkness in there. Actually, would it? No, it wouldn't really. You can see that it ends with a flat, very carved-looking bit of stone metal. It's hard to tell. It's a glistening sort of substance. The one closest to you has this strange wavy pattern on it. Can you make me a religion check?
I should know this. This is on my coins, right? I remember this. I think. Halite, do you
Is this
remember
on one
this,
of the-
Halite?
Is this on one of the pillars?
5.
You are, as one of the people who didn't grow up in the Empire as much, a 5 religion check, bro. Is this easy? I mean, this should be easy for somebody who grew up somewhere else. You know that depicts that is a religious symbol of some kind. It depicts a god for sure.
Is it on my coins? And would I get advantage?
Do we?
These are not the. So I think we established the Sarai coins have rivers on them.
Oh, rivers. It's not the same
but-
thing. Okay.
Yeah, but
Do
not
we
the same
know
thing.
as well.
If you point it out, you can
If you
definitely.
point it out.
Is that a trap? What is that?
You
think
guys can now all see this alcove built into the cavern wall/roof as it domes over.
I kind of raise my torch higher.
Oh. Should we roll religion?
Yeah, roll religion.
5.
Anybody can do this
Damn
now
it,
if they would
Halite.
like
Wow,
to.
that's really bad still. That's 9.
9.
Unless I get
And
advantage.
7 on that one for
No
Dax's.
interest whatsoever.
Unless I get an
there we go.
advantage. Is it my religion? Wow.
10 will do.
Wow.
You recognize that this is the symbol of Tetuna, the goddess of magic, change, knowledge. Bit chaotic in nature, and hence is
My god.
depicted as the roiling waves.
My God.
My god.
This is certainly her symbol, not in a way that you've always seen it depicted. However, you are currently holding your tongue and not talking.
I would like to. This is me talking out of character.
Yeah.
I would like to attempt to converse this through sign language, please.
Interpretive dance.
Okay, this is going to be fun. If you're
Jack-
trying to do this through sign language or charade?
Charades.
Charades. Let's go with a performance check.
Genuinely though, it is my mother's religion. Hence my religion. I know.
My roll's a little
Roll.
bad.
It's literally my god.
Seven.
I'm going to give you advantage on interpreting the this a 7 on your performance check.
I have a +4 to it.
Can everybody make me an insight check on a 13 or higher?
Oh.
You realize what they are talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Halite has so many
well,
minuses
no.
and so many stats.
Just
Is
Oh.
so out of it today.
15.
15. You get God, you get waves, and that's just like the click in your head as you relook at it.
Oh,
It's
shit.
definitely not. It's not the like most modern
Ooh.
depiction of Tatuna's symbol. This is an old ass fucking representation of it,
How old?
but
I'm old.
old.
So, where is this marker? Sorry, I missed where. what
This
that's
would
on.
be pretty much on your immediate left as you're coming in.
Is it like on a
High up on the wall,
a
about
pillar,
30,
or
about
on the wall.
30, 40, be about 40 foot high, because I said it's the edge of your torchlight.
Are there any more in there?
I think as a hell I saw some others, but make more perception checks.
I
I saw at least one other.
I
okay.
will. Basically, I've got the
20.
by being a swarm keeper, I've got the cantrip Mage Hand, which to me means I don't summon a spectral hand. It means that I get a selection of my strongest burbs to
Okay.
carry my torch up along the wall to be a little bit higher.
They.
I mean, it makes sense.
That's so dangerous.
Yeah. You get a crow, which is like decent enough, and get a couple of them as we fly up. One like flies really quickly to keep the flame away from their wing. And they go around. Everybody can have this makes it bright light for everywhere now, so no disadvantage on any perception checks to try and spot this because it is bright light as you're looking.
Oh, 23.
Your luck.
Keen eye on the ranger. 20
for
keen
me.
eye on the bard as well.
Yay.
20 as well.
20 as
Yay!
well.
Everybody. Once like people start picking out, not so keen eye on the fight, barbarian. But once people start picking out these alcoves, they are easy to see. You see 5 symbols in total, recessed in little alcoves on the wall. You see a symbol. Now that you know what you're looking for, there's no religion check necessary. You see one of a towering mountain with grass, a grassy knoll running underneath it, and a welcoming rosy window sort of built into the hillside. You recognize a depiction of a symbol of Dolbura, the goddess of earth, hearth, and home. By extension, through her. No, it's not her children who do creation, so it might be her children who do creation. Sam's going to check his law. God law.
Google Doc.
I wrote it. Do you want to ask a question?
Yeah, just like you. I would say as you guys can describe what you're seeing. Apart from the 5th one, you're not sure.
Oh no.
But you see, you can describe what you know about these people, as this is your religion. You see 2 symbols becoming 2 circles beginning to eclipse each other. You see a bright and radiant sun. The 5th one, which you do not recognize, looks like this strange circle of. Let me get the most accurate image of it back up. Of these colorful heads, each consuming the other's tail, with a large central eye.
Oh no. Okay.
You would see that the symbol of the sun is pride of place over the front of the door on the other side. Immediately to the left and right are the symbol of the this sort of Ouroboros, multiple heads eating their own tails in the eye on the left, and on the right is these 2 circles beginning to eclipse each other. As I said, on your left are the waves of Tatuna, and on your right is the mountain of Dolbara.
Yeah, so I finally got this up now, because I've also written a lot of other stuff.
Okay. So Radiant Sun, if these are connected to the gods, then Radiant Sun's got to be a tuna. Yeah.
Yeah. Some of you will know more about this than others. A human who spent their whole life within the Empire might not ever have heard of these gods if it hadn't been for Taxes going in and reading that forbidden law that was meant to be kept away from the public.
Let's say I'm going to play that natural one I had. I don't have a clue.
Yeah, you do not know.
Religious
you
text.
skipped over that. There's like religious text. Yeah, the religion of Fenrion versus where we keep all the secret shit that we. You like that? Please, yep.
I want to know more about magic.
110
Yeah.
best ways to cook fried rice or something like that.
100% reading that.
Phil was about to explain some more things, but then I rolled a religion check and rolled a 5, so
No.
I'm not saying anything else.
For the law. Lore
How
of
it
the
will roll
lads.
again.
The sun depicts Atuna, the creator of worlds, the goddess of life, light, and love.
And that's pride of place.
And her 3 children. Dolbora, Tatuna, and Ibin. And the fifth one, I don't know.
So
So Dolbora.
this circle of with the eye in it, that one, I don't know what that is.
No. So Dolbora, which is the mountain, is the earth, home, and harvest. We got Tatuna, who's change, knowledge, arcana, and then we got Ibin, who's death, fate, and winter.
That's the eclipse, yeah.
Which is the
There's
eclipse. Tatuna is the sea, the wave, the sea of change. And Dolbora is the mountain and the home, the earth, Mother Nature, as it were. But I don't know the fifth one.
You guys can tell me where you're moving yourselves at the moment. So
Yeah.
far, you've sort of sent this light spiraling around.
And there are, you said there are alcoves. Like, so are these are they like carvings, or are they like cave paintings? What kind of?
It's difficult to tell what material it's made from, but they're all sort of about this sort of 35-foot high off the ground, built into the wall.
Yeah.
They are little recessed in there. It's embossing. It looks like some kind of metal filigree has been used to depict these symbols. The only one that has any obvious color to it, that'd be a lie. There would be old sort of paint-like markings on all of them to depict the colors that should be represented there. Beyond that, I would say on your, actually everybody, 3 people got 20. Everybody who rolled a 20, it looks like there is a slight bit of arcane writing around the sort of, if you think of it as a circle recessed into the wall, each of them, along the edge of each circle is a small bit of arcane runes. And I'll say you also notice that the far door, similar to the one you came through to get in this cavern, has writing, but this time it looks like it's not in Celestial. You recognize the common alphabet.
As soon as you mentioned arcane writing, can I read the writing and see if I look like the ruins to see if I can work out?
Yeah, it's about 35 foot away. Make me an Arcana check, but you should still have bright lights. Yeah, that should be fine. Stream is asking to see the symbols. Yeah.
Okay. I can do this.
It's 14.
It's a thing I could do.
Can't be a complicated enchantment with that fewer runes there. It looks more like on 14 you recognize one thing, like you are not a mage, you're not practiced in magic, but very, very few people that are still alive in the Empire. You know enough that one of them means it's communicating with something else, as though if you did something to the symbol, it would cause something to happen somewhere else. That's what you get on the 14.
Roll also? Do you mean
Yeah, I will say, as that's communicated to you, you roll as well, as pointed out, to glean more information.
That is a 20.
20. You agree with what she says, but you recognize a symbol for force, and you think if these things are struck by some kind of force, they will pass an arcane signal to somewhere else, as though that will activate a mechanism of some kind. But they each have this.
A good mechanism or a bad mechanism?
Force damage. Punch it!
Oh, I was gonna. Do you want me to punch it?
No, not
it's
you.
It's 35 foot high in the air.
I mean, I
not
can
you.
get big.
You can get big.
Not you.
Can't. I will leave you in this moment, but like I said, there is the writing on the door. That is the only other thing in this room.
I'm going to turn to highlighter if this has been communicated, and then just kind of motion for uppies.
Oh, you know,
I
you
pick
just
him
just
need
a
up.
to
child, just
do the thing that you do. The
I pick him up. I pick.
Throw
pick
me.
him up.
To quote Lord of the Rings, toss me.
What was that, buddy? All right. I just get like in a like like an Olympic discus kind of pose.
Make
No,
me
you
an
don't need to do.
athletics
No,
check.
stop. Stop.
Okay.
No. You don't need to actually go and punch it. Do that thing that you do. The thing.
Oh, the long distance
The long
punch thing.
the
Make me a charisma check and make it at advantage this time.
Can I shake
looking
him?
Looking
God
at a
damn it.
3-foot person
I'll
trying
squeeze
to
and
punch
shake
a
him.
pot that's over 30 feet above him.
Okay.
19. Okay. You feel a band on your chain begin to hum, not giggle, hum, as you throw your fist forward and a spectral replicant of it goes
Hey.
launching towards this thing. I'm going to say quite happily, even if it's slightly off kilter, you hit this thing hard enough that there is just a din, like a metallic dong. You see it glow for a second, and the glow holds. Which one did you aim at?
The one that says force.
You, Ben, can either write or tell me which one you aimed at. If your guys are staying relatively near the front, it's probably going to be Dolbora or Tatuna.
Whoa, buddy.
Waves. You fire at the waves. It glows for a second after this reverberation, and then fades out.
You did it.
As you are sort of, you never got thrown, but as the
You still in the pose,
light
though.
comes back down, you see that there is this spectral, tall-looking elf man that you have briefly seen once before, looking very distinguished and stroking a few small beard hairs. Just looks down at you and says, "It's curious. It's a very interesting mechanism." You can, yeah. Nobody else can see this.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't do anything either, Zeke. It's weird.
One must assume that there is an order to these.
You can speak, you know, Ben.
I know, but it's more fun to mine.
Enough of the podcast.
you see
Stop.
Zeke like wildly gesturing towards something that is not there.
But yeah, basically just having a phantom fist fight with nothing.
Yeah, your fists go through this
So
apparition, and as you travel through it, when you look back, it has gone to a completely different area of the cavern and is looking at another one of the symbols.
So just so I caught up. Sorry, I was putting the symbols in the stream.
Cool.
He hit Tatunas with force, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then which one? Something glowed? Just something glow.
The symbol he hit glowed this brilliant. I'm going to say glowed a brilliant deep cerulean blue for the space of maybe about 6 seconds, and then snuffed out. Well, it's not snuffed, but it wasn't like a quick suddenly gone. It went away again.
And the symbol for okay. Wait. Okay. Why?
That
Zeke,
one.
why
That
did
one
you-
is like. Atuna. Atuna is like Pride of Place. So that's kind of straight ahead of us. Yeah, is that right?
Correct.
Like,
Yes.
and then Tatuna is on the left or the right, like up towards the front of the room.
Yes. If you are walking into the room, directly across from you on the other side of the room is Atuna. To your left, straight away, is Tetuna, and then wrapping further around to the left, closer to the door, is this strange one, like this eye, encircled eye. Instead, on your right, you have Dolbura, and then on the far side on the right, you have Aiden.
And did it say anywhere like? Did it say anything other than force?
Reading the arcane sigils around it, it doesn't tell you anything more than hitting this with a force that can be interpreted as force damage, percussive force like an arrow striking it. Yep.
Right.
I'll mage hand the torch again, just to be held, and I'll get my bow.
Yep.
And I'll be like, which one do you want me to go for first?
Dolbora with a bow.
Okay.
And I'll shoot at the Dolbora one.
Okay. It does not attack roll. It's a stationary thing. It's like a
Fair enough.
target in the distance.
Good, I was worried I'd get a 1.
Again, this a deeper metallic, like a gong being struck, and it has this reddish brown, almost like clay brown glow to it for about 6 seconds before it again goes out.
Okay.
There is still this writing in common around the door.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna
What
go
does
have a
that
look at it.
say?
Okay. Around the door, you see the following writing. It says, "From my mountain home I made my way, and encountered only strife and woe. But once I felt the sting of death, I understood the change and flow. And endless sun would follow me and help me to grant aid, but only in retracing steps was a clear path truly made."
I
Now
got
put
it.
that in the chat. And
I know what we're doing.
20.
Sorry.
Cool.
Yeah. So we have to hit each symbol in that order. Mountain. Ibin is death. Change and flow is Tatuna. There was something
So-
about light. Sun. There we go. Sun.
Then we have an issue.
And then the fifth one.
Retracing steps. I like the
Yeah, that
circle
one.
is things.
Try that
It's
one
like the snakes
next.
eating themselves. Yes, could
Yeah.
that be a similar repetition?
Yeah, the only
Yeah.
issue we have is that I've already hit them out of order.
You saw that the light has dimmed now.
Yeah.
There's
so
no
we just,
light there.
I guess we have 6 seconds to do, and then should be
We have
alright.
to hit them like roughly all at the same time. So we have to. Are we all gonna get ready and hit them?
I have nothing to hit them with. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I got a crossbow. That's about it. A short bow.
I have.
Can
Mage
you
hand.
get?
Boop.
Can
I
you
don't know.
give the crossbow to someone else? Because the crossbow is technically an easier weapon to use than a short bow.
No, I said I made a mistake. I got a short bow. I've got a crossbow.
Oh right, sorry.
yeah.
I will say as well. I'm not having any. Just to butt in here, I do apologize. There's no roll to hit. They are stationary targets. It's not difficult. So as long as somebody has a dagger,
I can fire pretty fast.
have a
As
dagger.
long as shoot at 2 on the same side, I can do that.
mhm.
Try.
I got a dagger. It's good.
I got hand axe.
Okay.
All right.
We're gonna.
You gotta-
Okay.
Right,
Tell me the
assemble.
order that you
Do
are
this.
hitting these targets.
Dolbora,
Okay.
Mountain.
Ibin,
The Eclipse.
Ivan.
Tatuna,
Tatuna.
Wave.
Atuna,
The
Atuna.
sun.
and then the one that we
Ouroboros.
don't know.
And then the
And
weird
unknown.
snaky eye thing.
You wait for each other in order, and the signal goes, and nothing happens.
Oh.
I try the door.
You try the door. I was going to have a joke about it. It just came to my head like it's a pull door and you just keep pushing it.
Damn it.
It does not move. Push or pull. It does not move.
Okay.
Oh.
Interesting.
The apparition, Ben, looks pensive and looks like they are going to have a read of the... They are at the door and they are reading the puzzle themselves at this moment.
What if...
Out of character.
What if
Sorry,
it
go
is,
ahead.
the unknown one is second? Strife and woe. Bit meta,
Change
maybe.
flow.
That's fine.
It certainly seems like the others had lines that depict their individual thing. So having Strife and Woe just be there without association to a god, it's not metagaming. It's
Okay.
knowing that Strife and Woe has to be its own thing in there.
Shall we try again with the unknown one going second then?
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Ben?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
All right.
Okay.
So we've got Dobora, unknown. Then we have Ivan, Tatuna, Atuna.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
You ready yourselves again? Just throw arrow, and just force punch this like slam into Atuna's golden light that is coming from this symbol.
As
Again.
like flavor, can I cast light on the dagger and then like throw it at?
Yeah, you throw light on the dagger as it slams into Atuna's this sun symbol, and again, nothing seems to happen.
Oh boy.
Can we try that again? But
Yeah.
when we get to a tuna, work our way backwards through the exact same pattern, but the opposite direction. So go Deborah, unknown,
do it again, do it twice.
Ivan,
Do it twice, retracing our steps.
and then retracing the steps, so then it goes back to Tetuna,
Yeah, oh
then
yeah.
Ivan, then unknown, then Deborah.
No, I don't think we need to retrace the steps. I think maybe it is just backwards.
Let's try Ben.
Yeah,
first.
retrace.
Yeah,
Retrace.
okay.
Yeah. Not doing it twice, but yeah.
Okay.
What? Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to reverse for order. So
Yeah,
Atuna,
yeah.
Tatuna, Ivan, the unknown one, and then Dobora.
I think so.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
You get arrows at this time. At the point you're like collecting arrows that are not breaking.
Yeah.
There's
Mine's
like
dagger.
little dents and flexible axes, but they're going to be perfectly functional.
My
You ready
poor
yourself?
axis.
Throw again with the last strike. This time on Dolbora with this heavy gong. And just as again you hear these cogs whirring as they did at the entrance, and you hear a heavy clunk. The door does not open as it did previously, though. Instead, you see that the glow of all of these remain, and you see motes of light travel from the one for Atuna, Tetuna, Ivan, and Dolbora to the 4 plinths in front of you. The 4 these sort of black glass plinths. They hang there in the air, maybe 3 foot off of the ground. And you just hear this voice that echoes and says, "Are you ready for the test of might?"
Oh
Yeah.
God! No one said there would be a test.
I like he says that. Yeah.
Nope, and I go play my freaking guitar because this is silly. No, it's okay. It's okay. I'll get my one dagger.
As you say, if anybody says nope, then they like begin to do it, and then the people go, no, wait. Then they begin to grow in size as the light gets larger, elongates, and on each of these pedestals you see a lupine form begin to manifest. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we will be going back into our test of might.
Lupine.
That's
Really?
4.
I don't want to fight wolves.
You're getting
God
wolves.
damn it!
You're in a kingdom called Fenrion. You're fighting wolves.
I know!
Yeah.
I know that. I don't want to fight wolves.
But we will take a break. We will be coming back some point between 22:30, I would imagine. So stay tuned as the Rapid Riders face the test of night.
See you in a bit. Bye.
I
Everyone get
don't
behind
want to kill the doggos.
Hey
I don't want to kill the doggos.
everyone, welcome back.
Hello.
We're all here, everybody. Welcome back.
Hey.
6 hours.
Woo! Cool. We are back with the Rapid Riders as they have ventured into this ancient holding of something called the Waywright in search of adventure, gear, power, something they can use to turn the tide of their
Money.
current... Yes, money would also help. They have
Spent it all on a
solved...
fucking cape.
And rippable pants.
and rippable
rip-
pants.
Okay, that was my bad. My bad.
Valid.
I can
They-
costume change in seconds
They
now.
proved very fun though.
I forgot that you're
so-
currently just wearing rippable pants and
And
an
shirts.
and
a
a
shirt.
shirt and a rippaway shirt.
Yeah, he's
Um,
actually just gonna perform the full Monty right now on this little stage area that we've got in front of us. This is really nice.
Nothing but a cape.
This is my plan all along. I'm gonna play, and he's gonna do the full Monty. Okay, we're gonna go.
With the party, that's okay. So with the party solving trials of law, knowledge, and law, intellect, and now facing down a trial of might, we rejoin them as glowing celestial light forms lupine wolf-like forms that manifest on these black glass dais-like things. Daises, you know what, we're not going to talk about that. We're going to go into initiative. We have rolled it during the break, so we can jump right into the action with Nia.
Who's the taxes?
What
but
is Nia?
who's
It's
Nia?
got Nia's turn order there, that's why it's
I know, that's fine. So I'm going to first do bonus action insightful fighting on Mr. Grey Wolf with the violet ears.
Great Wolf. I need to roll a deception check against that.
Yeah, against my insights I get
It's quite high, but they have bad charisma.
23.
Yeah, they rolled a 15, but with their modifier, that goes down further. So you successfully insight them. They are not wolves. They are some kind of light celestial splinter of something more powerful, almost a splinter of magic itself, manifesting this way. So you know that, like, going for the vital organs and stuff is not going to be the way to do it. It's more to just disrupt the pattern of their magic, and you gain that insight as part of your insightful fighting.
And I'm going to shoot an arrow at it with my short bow.
Nice. Make your attack roll.
It's a 16.
16 for the grey one hits.
So that's sneak attack as well because of the insightful fighting. So that's 13 points in total.
13 points of damage to Ivan Wolf. That you see just like disrupts the light, but still buries itself into the side of this thing that turns towards you. These eyes, one blue, one red, matching the moons of the night sky, facing you down. Anything else on your turn?
All I can do.
Cool. Zeke.
Well, you know, being a monk, I have a lot of options.
Right to your
so-
left.
Punch.
Yeah, exactly. So I think I'm gonna go give this this yellow pupper a good old smacking.
Okay.
So let's just make sure that I can get there. Just about.
Yeah, quick foot up the steps, like skittering 3 foot.
And
Cool.
as the dog gets there, I'm gonna punch it in both of its hind legs because that's as high
Okay.
as I can reach.
Make your attack. Attacks.
Yes. So 19 to hit, first of all.
Definitely hits. Yep.
6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Just slam.
And a natural 20 on the
Ooh.
second one.
Yes.
For a total of 25. Which is 7 bludgeoning with 6 critical damage.
That's a 5 and a 6 on the damage dice.
Mm-hmm.
With a crit. Ooh. Yeah, you buckle this thing's legs. Again, manifesting and acting like a wolf, despite the fact that they are beings of magic. That is your action. Is it your bonus action for the second attack?
No, that's just I have 2 attacks as part of my action.
Correct.
And then I'm just going to use my bonus action to disengage with my stumble away thingamajiggy for up to 10 feet, which is there.
Cool. You see this one, eyes just continue, eyes like the sun burning down upon you. But also seem to have got the attention of this one, with these red eyes like a half fire.
I'm going to, while I have...
Oh. Dispel DM. Quick.
I thought
Quick,
I
summon
did
him
that
back.
then because I changed the colour in your room.
I noticed. So, as you're talking about the red wolf finally paying attention to me, I'm going to do this at the yellow one and then go.
It's like you're showing disrespect,
Hell yeah.
disrespect.
Hell yeah, I'm showing disrespect.
For podcast users, Ben has flipped 2 birds, 2 middle fingers at these wolves,
Yeah.
representing the gods of this world.
Correct.
You see this one leap off of the pedestal towards you with its jaws. You see the fire of the half is in there, as well as the force of the mountain, and it slams into you for... That's a 19 to hit.
Hits.
Cool. You take 10 points of piercing damage.
Cool.
Oh, that is 11 points, but for this one I'm doing something special. So 6
in addition, or
in addition.
Okay.
6 points is fire, but 5 points is thunder, as the thunder of the mountain and nature slams into you. And you are resistant to thunder.
So it's
as soon as I came up, I was like, that's going to be relevant later on. So that is that 11
Wild
instead.
magic roll.
That's 5 that's 3 points. So it's 8 additional to the 10, so 18 total, I believe.
Question for you.
Yes.
Seeing as I've taken a fair amount of damage, I'm pretty sure I have a very loud booming voice with a wolf's head immediately next to me. If I scream out in pain, is that going to deafen this wolf and possibly stun it?
If its ears are more than just decoration.
Bear in mind your resistance.
I'm attempting to ask. Can I use my reaction as a?
You can certainly try.
Cool. So, what would you like me to roll to see whether it works?
I'm going to say I want this to be able to succeed. It can hear. I'll do a con save. I'm going to give it advantage because it is made of light. Those ears are pretty much a decoration.
Would I have to do one since he's close by?
It got a total of 21 on the con save. It rolled well. I'm going to say that Halite does not have to do it because I don't want this other wolf to.
Because
he's
been in a metal band. He's
true.
Exactly.
This is already pretty strong. So
but there is like a boom that just where the description shakes the room as just dust from the ceiling is unsettled and just a cloud goes down. That is its turn as we come to Halite.
Halite is going to immediately use his bonus action to get big, get strong. The ceiling is big enough. He's going to reach his full height
Strunk boy. The big strunk boy is in the place. As the runes glare along your back.
You got those too? I look to Zeke. I'm gonna run to these two over here.
Okay. Okay.
And I am going to hit them, I suppose.
Hit him. Do it.
Hit them with your best shot.
Yeah, everything else is a long rest.
Who are you hitting?
I'm
Blue
gonna
wolf or
hit.
grey wolf?
I'm gonna hit the blue wolf
Cool.
with my axe guitar. Whack!
Hey, it's the first time you're using it, isn't it?
It is.
Oh my God.
Yay. Holy shit,
It's
that's not
grapples.
just a
How long is
guitar!
it?
Whoa.
Doing an attack.
Actually using a attack.
15 hits. Roll damage.
It's one-handed. So that is, what is it? 4 damage?
4. Yeah, because you rolled a 1 on the dice, unfortunately. From the
Yes.
looks of that, plus 3. You're not raging yet.
I am
I
not.
believe in this
But that
Giant's
is-
Might Fawn you can
Giant's
add.
Might is a D8? I forget. Giant's Might is something other than decoration as well.
Yeah. It's not just you become bigger. You actually get stronger.
No, it's a D6. Okay, it's a D6.
Yeah. I think it might get higher
Plus
up
2.
levels. Plus 2. So total of 6 points of slashing damage to this thing as you take the electric guitar axe and slash it across this what is now a smaller wolf in front of you. That is your bonus action. You've moved. Anything else?
I believe that's it.
Cool.
It's very simple for Halite, which is not usually the case, but it's very simple for Halite. He just wants to hit something.
The tuna wolf needs 5 feet of the creature. You watch as it snaps, howls. The one behind you howls as well. You turn to look, and in that moment, this thing goes. They appear to be using pack tactics to get a little bit of an advantage on attacking you. That is a total of 20 to hit.
That hits.
Cool. As this creature bites into you, for a second you see the jaws before you have to put an arm up in the way as it gets around your arm, and it is just this cold shock, like plunging into cold water plunging into a cold river of an Arctic sea. As you take that was a shit damage roll. You take
Same.
you take 4 plus 5 is 9 points of a combination of piercing and cold damage.
I reduced the cold damage by half.
Because you're
I'm a Goliath.
Yes.
I'm a Goliath.
The cold shock is something you are used to. It's the only way to bathe up in that city is you get the cold.
There's only cold weather in the mountains.
You watch as they come off of their pedestal, and they move in this like wavy, flowing motion as they encircle around you to stand beside their other wolf, whilst baring teeth.
Mm. Halite
Dewey.
also baring teeth. Wait. So how much was cold and how much was piercing?
It was a 3 and a 2 on the. No, total was 5 was the piercing, so take 3 damage off because of resistance.
Okay.
The total, which I told you, which I believe was. Yeah. Yes, 6 total.
Cool.
Dewey. Dunstan Theft.
Alrighty.
Said his fucking full name. He's in trouble.
Okay. Right. Yeah, I will. I still have my bow in my hand, so I think it's probably that makes the most sense. Now, on the map there, I'm looking at the Atuna wolf.
Mm-hmm.
The rise up the steps, like the cliff face, basically the distance from the ground where Dewey is, up to where the platform is 10 foot. But is it another 10 foot for these pillars, these dais?
So these are quite low raised dais. They're about 1-2 foot off the ground. So it's if the question is how far is it to the bottom of that pit, 20 foot from where it's standing roughly.
Cool. Is that enough to get damage?
20 foot is more than enough to get damage, yes.
Cool. I'm going to do my whistly whistle to get my burp posse to help me out with this, and I am going to shoot the
burp
sunny
posse.
wolf.
The bird posse in the house. Make your
Yeah.
attack roll.
Ooh, that is. What is my plus? It is plus quite a bit. That's a 22. That's 22.
22 will hit.
Excellent. Right. So I will realize that I've forgotten to bonus action cast Hunter's Mark first.
The Ranger's Blight.
Rangers. I've forgotten to do that. Don't worry. But so I take the hit. It's a D6.
Mhm.
It's not. It's a D8 because I've got a longbow. It's been 2 weeks, folks. I've forgotten all of my things.
Forgotten to
That's
have-
kind of why Halite just hit someone instead of just
Yeah.
doing something cool.
Yeah,
I
so
couldn't
it's my
remember any of this stuff.
longbow that I'm using. So it's D8 plus 3 damage. I'm going to use my gathered swarm ability to then, hence the question I just asked. One of the options I have is the swarm. The swarm can impose a strength saving throw on Mr. Golden Sun Doggo.
There you go.
DC 14 or be moved up to 15 feet horizontally in a direction of my choice, which, if it fails, will be to a point where it will fall. The
Correct.
damage is 9.
9 points of damage. Now, they are strong. That is one of their defining features. But not on a nat 2, they're not. So,
Come on.
They see the arrow, they turn to face you, and they do not see the birds, but just barrel into the back of them and just over the side. Where are you trying to move? Because you have 15 foot to play with here, so you tell me into that corner, like the little nook there? Okay.
Yes. Yeah, as long as it gets enough for fall damage, then yes, that's probably a good idea, because
There's a little, like,
than
not quite hard
closer to me and
slam.
Diana.
Sorry. Yes, yeah. As they disappear 10 foot down and out of sight. I'm going to put them there. They are roughly there, but it's can't really do that on roll 20.
Yeah, you can use Alt
And
and move them.
Alt.
Yeah. Like
Ah, cool. There we are.
Hopefully it takes a little bit of full damage as well.
It is going to take full damage. Why do I roll high damage on my... Yeah, you hear a slam. It was not expecting that. It did not brace itself. There's not a crunch because it does not have bones, but there is still a slam as you see glorious radiant sunlight beaming up from the bottom of this previously dark pit.
Oh, do I think that it's dead, or do I think that it's still
No, you
there?
don't think that it's dead. You can hear it like
Okay.
scrambling to get to its feet.
Then, as a bonus action,
okay.
I will
Did you
I will cast Hunter's Mark
oh, okay.
on.
because I forgot. On Sunny one. If I can't do that because I can't see it, then I'll do it on a different one.
Cool. I will say it's your choice. You can either move up to the lip so that you can see it, and move back. But that is your movement essentially.
Yes, yeah, I can do that because I've also realised I've got 2 attacks when I make an attack action. So
Yes, you do. As you see it down there, snarling up at you, with his brilliant sunlight eyes, you Hunter's Mark it and fire another arrow at it.
Peeps that know the rules better than me. Am I? Because obviously when I make attack action, I can make 2 attacks. Am I able to attack once, bonus action to do the thing that I should have done
you can
before?
split your attacks up.
In that case, yes, then I'll do that. I'll bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark and use my second attack to do even better. 23 this time, I think, or more.
Definitely hits.
So that will be Hunter's Mark. I need to mark that off on my spells to actually cast it. And that will be an extra 3 damage added to So a grand total of 8 altogether, including the extra 3 damage.
You have this thing looks incredibly hurt.
Aw.
Rangers are no joke. They are
Amazing.
so
And
strong,
then
especially in
I'll move back a bit.
yeah, as you step back, like, no, not me. It couldn't be me.
Stay.
That is your turn.
Yes.
Diana.
Yay! I will go there.
Cool. You see this
Tunnel.
radiant sunlight wolf.
Yeah.
Wow.
I look into its eyes and it's like a tuna versus a tuna.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will think. I hold an action. I'll get my rapier out.
Okay.
And
You mean
I
your flute?
will my flute. The flute that I can't That's what it sounds like. Yeah. And I will I'm gonna hold my action
Okay.
for it to I want to hit it if it comes within hitting range. And then
Okay.
I would like to I would like to give bardic inspiration to Zeke.
I already have it.
You do?
I still have the one that I was given by the DM last game.
Is it again? DM's inspiration is
Different
different to
inspiration.
bardic inspiration. So
Oh, okay. Then
inspiration from a DM is a reward for because I want you to have it.
Cool.
For
Cool.
many reasons. It means you get to re-roll a d20. Essentially,
you
you choose a roll, but you can have advantage on.
Cool.
It's a bit-
I'll take the additional then, because I'm gonna need it, because this pupper is
Yeah.
right on top of me.
Like,
Yeah.
hit it with your best shot. Fire away. Yeah.
And then in the quietest possible voice, I'm trying.
Ow!
And you are holding your action,
Holding
ready
action.
for this thing that looks like it's going to come towards you.
Yeah, hopefully.
Bonus action.
To hit it with my flute rapier flute thing.
Cool. Well,
Nuts.
it will run along the base of the pit before climbing up the side of a wall and using half its movement. As it gets there, it is going to try and lunge towards you.
Ah! Attack it.
But your attacker goes off first as its teeth are coming towards you.
Here we go. Oh yeah, cool. I miss. It's a 9.
9, unfortunately, is not enough. As you just see this radiant light, and there's just a moment where it flashes as you just the open mouth. This thing is sunlight, and you have to turn your eyes away a bit. Slash goes just wide.
I love the sunlight. It's my thing.
Still staring directly into the sun is ill-advised.
It's my thing. It's my thing.
As this thing leaps up,
If
he's
anything,
going to try and bite.
if anything, it should give you advantage.
That's probably not going to do. That's
It
a
does give me advantage.
That's a
seeing
14 to hit.
It does.
Yes, this radiant sunlight damage. Do you have? I don't think Sun Elves have resistance to radiance. Everything is resistant at the moment. You take 5 points of piercing damage
Yes.
and 8 points of radiant damage.
8 points of radiant damage.
No,
No, because I was gonna give Sun Elves radiant resistance, but someone said it was OP.
it's quite
It is.
powerful.
Okay.
Is
As-
it OP?
As you see, it rounds off with you and gets to that position there.
Full fire.
As you are locked in combat. That is its turn. Deathwolf, Ivanwolf, is going to look up at the giant thing in front of it, growl, and is going to
Try
launch
and puppy.
itself towards you. Again with advantage thanks to pack tactics.
Puppy.
That is a total of 24.
That definitely does it.
Yeah, that's a
They
natural
tried
19,
it and it succeeded.
19 on the dice. Don't think we've got any necrotic resistance going on here. As you
Nope.
see, almost like grey smoke-like fangs reach towards you. Not like black like the void. It's just grey and smoke and mist almost as it reaches towards you. So that is a total of 10 points of piercing damage. and 8 points of necrotic. You haven't used a reaction at all, I don't think, so it knows not to move.
I have not used action.
As we come to Nia, back at the top of the round.
Okay, so I'm going to move and do a bonus action to dash. Should
Yeah.
get me to there. Would I get advantage if I go there? Because I'll be opposite highlight because he's really, really big. Or no?
I'm gonna allow it because they're both focusing on this. They don't expect you to run, like literally kick off a wall as you leap. Do you know what? Give me an acrobatics check. If you get above a 12, then you are moving so lightning fast that they do not see you approach and you get your advantage. That sounds fun.
20.
20, yeah. You do some fucking cool rogue shit as you like kick
run
yourself
up
off a wall and launch yourself forward.
Plus, I do that thing where you run up the wall and do a backflip and then run off.
Taxes, mild-mannered accountant, but also a ninja.
Also a fucking ninja.
Oh, stop doing my monk shit.
And then I'm gonna take. So that's a soft 20.
Soft 20 is going to hit.
So that'll be 20 points of damage in total. I rolled 20 damage in total for both of them. Okay.
We got an
Nice.
8 on the D8, and then 1, 3, and a 5. Very nice. Total of 20 points of damage. I'm
It'll be
assuming
to
to
grey
Grey
one.
Wolf. To
Yeah.
Grey One, yeah. You stab into this thing. You took a significant chunk out of it because you know, like, to aim for the core of this thing, not like an artery or the heart, but like the central core of where you saw that light. And it doesn't howl like in pain, but you just see it like suddenly like shudder on its haunches and like turn to face you, like, oh shit, what's this? It's looking rough now.
Awesome.
That was a hard hit, and it's already taken a couple of licks.
That's all I can do.
Cool. Zeke, as you start your turn, you see it's been nearly a week, but this Goliath-looking spirit like suddenly appears as you're going for your punch and seems to like join you as you're punching alongside it. Just a big, goofy grin on their face as they are in a fight.
As I'm imagining this thing is like 5 feet taller than me, I'm like,
yeah, oh, easily, yeah.
very happily doing it. I actually am going to do something slightly different to what you're thinking I'm going to do, though.
Go for it.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but my actions say I have 2 attacks per action, right?
Yes.
Eldritch Blast is counted as an attack, so that means I get 2 Eldritch Blasts, right?
Eldritch Blast is counted as a spell. It is a cantrip. You are
So
using
You
the
get
action
two
to cast
anyway.
a spell, not make an attack.
So the only reason I'm asking is because it comes under the actions section on D&D
Yes.
Beyond.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it is
Like
your
it's a
action to
spell.
cast the spell, Eldritch Blast. At higher levels, you get multiple beams.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I'm checking
Which
is
is the trade-off,
is whether it casts as an attack or whether it's a spell.
It counts as a
Or-
spell. Eldritch Blast is a spell.
That's fine. All I'm checking. Cool. In that case, then, I'm going to attempt to get this blue one with an Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Just a reminder, this is a ranged spell attack, and you are in melee combat, so this will be a disadvantage.
I know.
You
Cool.
do 2 Eldritch Blast because it's not your Warlock level,
Yeah.
it's your level.
It's just your flat level, I think. I believe that is right. So you do
I
get
think it-
2
yeah.
beams.
So if I get 2
Sure.
beams, then I'm putting 1 at blue doggo and 1 at yellow doggo.
Blue and yellow. You're 10 foot up, that lip there. I think I'm just trying to picture in my head how far back you are from this 10-foot lip. I'm not sure if you have line of sight on yellow doggo, if that makes sense.
I mean, I
Because
don't
you
have
are-
line of sight on many things, honestly, but
You have line of sight on
Small.
everything on the same plinth as you, definitely. I don't think you can see yellow doggo.
It's
By
fine.
which I mean the holy spark of a tuna.
Then can I
It's fine.
try and do some cool monk
Bark at
shit
the tuna.
Yes.
after watching Taxes do cool monk shit over there? Can I try and run up the wall next to me and try and do
Fuck
it while
yes, you
flipping in
can.
the air?
Well, yes, you can. You do that first, if you wish. They will get an attack of opportunity.
That's fine.
Cool.
Stumble away.
We're in
Natural
it.
2. As they go to snap at your heels, but you are already too far gone. As
It's only
you're,
a 10.
like,
It's only a 10 to be able to get up there. Not doing it very well.
10. You get, like, find enough like small handholds just to push yourself up to throw yourself into the air, that you can look down and see these. You can see Diana engaged in like melee with a rapier with this sunlight wolf.
Cool. Am I rolling both of these with disadvantage now that I'm technically?
No, you are no longer. Yeah, you're no
was gonna
longer
say,
at disadvantage.
technically,
You
yeah.
took the attack of opportunity. It failed. Ooh, one of them is a nat 1, and the other one is a 7. If I'm reading that correctly.
Miss both of them. I would like to fumble rule the natural
Oh,
one, please.
absolutely.
Oh no. Oh, no.
Fumble. Who are you trying to hit with the fumble one? Both of you going towards Yellow Wolf?
No, I'm going to say the fumble one is towards the blue wolf.
Okay.
Because that one has taken the least amount of damage so far.
Okay.
That's 4 points of force damage.
Okay.
And then I am going to spend a key point for the bonus action of patient defense.
Okay, as you're like riding the air back down towards this thing, re-entering its melee area, you like prepare to duck and dive as it's going to try and attack you next.
Can we just say that we've basically swapped positions and that I flipped over the top of it?
Yes,
so now
we
it's
absolutely
where I
can
was
do that.
standing.
That's fucking amazing. As it like tried to like climb up the wall next to you, you kickflip off like 5 of these Eldritch blasts. Both of them would have gone awry except for our fumble. Have we got any suggestions in chat for a fumble? I will be thinking of things. Because unless...
feel like it could potentially just be there's 4 of them. Roll a d4.
4 of the what? Sorry.
See what it hits
In the direction it was going.
That's true.
Ricochets off or
Ricochets off. The other one I was going to have is like the force of a blast like throws you off kilter in the air. You're able to get your patient defense up, which is good because you land prone in front of this thing.
Cool. I was
actually
I was gonna ask if those things were obsidian and whether the light refracts through that, and I smash that thing to pieces.
No, your magic impacts to its magical form. But the overeager Goliath warrior just like slams this thing with such sends out the Eldritch Blast with such force that you like a recoiling gun just starts spinning in the air, land prone on the ground next to this thing, and just get ready to duck and dive out of the way with your patient defense.
I'm sorry, which overeager Goliath warrior were you two mentioning?
not you. I don't know who that is. But stabbing on you.
It is going to try and bite down towards you. You are ducking and diving, but you are prone, so it's just a straight roll.
So I have the dodge action because of patient defense.
Yes, exactly.
So what do I specifically roll for that?
Everything trying to hit you is at a disadvantage to try and do
cool.
so.
It's been a while.
Cool.
Been a while.
It has advantage because you are prone on the ground in front of it, and it's making a melee attack within 5 foot. So it's a straight roll for a total of 18.
Hits.
Cool. It is going to slam forward again. So this is the piercing and the fire damage. Oh, Christ, a 1 and a 2. But with a +3 from its strength, so it's 6 points of damage plus 2 with resistance becomes a 1, so another 1 point of damage to you. What is that? 1, 2, 4, 7 points total.
Mm-hmm.
As it, because you're ducking and diving around, it barely clips you with this heat of the fire of creation, but also like the thunder of like hammer on anvil and the mountain stone
Zeke
I
is
very
starting to
much feel like as it's like teeth clamped together, it's very much like the hammer on the anvil, like clang.
yeah, exactly. Just the
Zeke is
thunderous blow.
beginning to look bloody.
Yes. That's what happens when you're prone in front of a wolf. But that is the wolf's entire turn as we come to Hallett.
Hallett looks back at Dewey, inspired what Dewey did, and he's going to lunge forward at the grey wolf and try and grapple it.
Okay. It's going to make an athletics check. Can you make an athletics check?
Actually, before I try to grapple it, I'm going to look at both of the wolves. It's like, oh, you like the cold? Well, I love the cold too. And then icy mist starts forming from his gauntlets as he activates his ice rune.
Yeah, frost giant strength pulses through your system.
Like you see his veins start bulging.
They already kind of do that.
Yeah, but now they glow blue. He's got
Strong boy is even stronger. Wolves are strong. That's not bad at all, actually. That's a total of 20. Right, it's athletics check.
19.
Rolled a 17 on the dice. You watch this thing like get to haunches. You get hands on it, and you're not expecting it to like shove back with the force.
21.
Yeah, because of your frost giant.
Yeah,
you haven't had plus two.
I fucking described it and I completely forgot about it.
Yeah. You grab hold of this thing. What would you like to do with this, I wonder?
I would like to put it under my arm, one arm, and then action should grapple the other one.
Yeah, make a grapple check. I love that.
Basically, are you just like the really thick kid that's just sees animals and just instantly... Are you George from Mice and Men? Like, I hug the rabbit.
Yeah.
That's not gonna...
That's a 27.
Yeah, roll a 12.
The disappointment in your voice.
Front. You have 2 wolves tucked under your arms.
He has two of his actions and a bonus action, so all he has is movement, and he's going to jump in the air down the 20-foot hole with the tools to cushion his fall.
You are going to, standing on the rails, suplex.
Yep.
Two sparks of divinity. Yes.
Thanks for the idea, Dewey.
This is just straight 2d6 to both of them and yourself. You are going to take.
Do they soften the blow for me? Do they take giant smite damage as well?
You can use your body as a giant smite damage on one of them.
3 damage to one of them.
Cool.
To the blue one. No, 3 damage to the grey one. Actually,
to the grey one. Okay. Well, that'll do it. As you slam down at the base of this thing. Hold on, I'm going to need that alt movement. That kind of worked. You are down there, but the grey wolf disappears into mist before reforming into light and travels back to the pedestal from whence it came, which now glows with a soft grey lilac light before going inert.
I killed a god!
Gone.
I stand to my full height because the pit's only 10 foot down, right?
Yes.
So you can see like my chest like sticking out of it.
Correct.
Nice.
Because you are.
I killed a god. I look at Diana, worried.
Yeah, you see Diana is currently like locking, like in combat with the jaws of this wolf.
No, it's okay. It's not real.
You literally jumped. I will say you have half your movement left if you wish.
I will move like.
Wolf still squirming in your arms.
Grabbing it.
Wow.
Okay, it is grappled, but that doesn't give it disadvantage against attacking you. It just means its movement is 0 as it tries to just clamp down on your arm. That's gonna do it with a 22.
Yep, that hits. Hit me.
You have resistance to the cold, so that's 4 and that's 8. You take 12 total points of damage. I've already reduced resistance.
Highlight looks bloody.
As you are holding a wolf that is actively savaging you.
Get off my neck!
Down!
Down! Down, weird god wolf.
Dewey, it's your turn.
Like, basically, as Halite was like, what did you shout out? Like, that's a good idea, or you inspired me or
Thanks for
something?
the idea, Dewey.
Thanks for the idea.
As I jumped
like,
in the air.
You kind of like just watch as you go down. It's like I have no idea how I gave you the idea to do that. And 5, 10, 15. And get across there. So I will move up to the sort of the edge of the rise to the higher platform. And I will. Am I going to be able to shoot at the one in combat with Diana without? Is there going to be any disadvantage or anything like that if I fire into that?
You have a clear.
Oh,
shot.
you're gonna do it, aren't you? Damn it.
Yes.
If you call something,
No.
I wanted to do a thing, but
You could
if I
say
miss, then I'd probably
you could
die. So.
Well, I would probably be like, hold on, Diana. So you could say, "Don't worry, I got it," or something.
Maybe hold your action to see if I miss. It's fine. You kill it. It's all fine.
No.
I'm a tuner's elf and this is a tuner's wolf. It was gonna be great, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
No, it's fine.
I'll shoot
probably miss
I'll
and
shoot
then I'll die. So it's fine.
Well, then.
Would you like to hold your action? That way you can get your shots off and Diana can try her thing. It's the message is communicated in this moment.
Okay.
Cool.
If it's possible to say, I would hold my action to shoot. The plan was kill the Atuna wolf and then shoot the one that Halite is holding. Is that a kind of thing?
Yeah. Your trigger is once Diana has done their thing, you take shots with Gold Wolf priority and Blue Wolf if the Gold Wolf is dead.
Well, if you're holding your action, you only get one attack.
My rule is that's dumb, and you get all your attacks. You're using the action to take an action. You're holding an action, and your action is multiple attacks.
I'm basically just imagining like its jaws very close to your head, and we're like, no, I'm okay, I got this.
And then you look at how like his jaws are like on his chin. It's like, huh? Get off.
In which case, any bonus action before we come to Diana?
No, I can't. Not yet.
Cool. Diana.
Cool. I want to try and hit it.
Go for it.
And if I miss, I die.
Oh, fuck this up.
I know. Right. Okay. Oh, okay. 17.
17 definitely hits.
Yay! So then I hit it, and I don't care if it's already dead yet. But I want to do a thing. I will fucking expand this once a day, bitch. Yeah, okay. I don't care. I'll say like I'll hit it, and then I'll say like in the name of a tuna, and I want to branding smite it as well.
Nice.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
That's one of the racial abilities of this.
It is. It's as a sun elf, tuna has given me some magic, and branding smite is one of those things.
A tuna grants your once per day radiant bonk.
Absolutely.
So to say.
It's more than a bonk. It's like a.
No, that's what the Bible says. It says radiant bonk. Sorry.
It does now, because we're right in the Bible, so it's fine.
I had to get rewritten by somebody.
Cool.
Jokes on you, Phil's
roll
fact
your
checker, so.
roll your bonk damage.
Nice.
Bonk.
Fantastic. 6 for the rapier. Fuck's sakes. Not very good. That's fine. 4 for the smite.
Nice. You wheel back with the rapier and
10
you
altogether.
lunge it into this thing, and the light disapparates in front of you as you step forward with the strike, and you step into the light of a tuna before it fully travels away back to the pedestal. It's just a moment of like sunlight on a summer's day, that warmth, before it returns to the pedestal, which then fades.
Guys, it's my thing.
Good job, babe.
I get more of a tan
Which-
than I already do. Yay.
Yeah. You have a bonus action.
That was my bonus action.
Oh yes, you use your bonus action to brand
I
smite.
used the smite.
I will say you move your character if you wish to, as the trigger for Dewey's attacks go off. As you like the arrows aim to one area, you just spin around and aim in the other direction.
Oh, well, I will retcon what I was saying in the sense that basically I'm aiming for that one, and then just such a burst, I'm like because it's so bright. I'm like, and that sends me spinning around, and I loose off an arrow at the one that Halite's holding.
Go.
Stop.
Don't miss.
I'll start going up the
And,
stairs.
Very hurt.
Lots.
If we get a fumble on this, it's 100% hitting.
20,
yeah.
20, it's okay. It's 22. It's 22. But
22.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah, no, I can't do that. 22. So yes, I will. Ooh, let me just have a quick check of my abilities because I think my gathered swarm bird patrol is not specific.
Swarm bird patrol.
Yeah, once on each of your turns, you can cause the swarm to assist you in one of the following ways. So I think I can use that.
Yes, you can.
So I will basically, while I don't know whether to say Halite is holding it or it is holding Halite, I'm not really
I'm
sure.
holding it.
They're holding each other. It's lovely.
I basically like he just turns around so its butt is facing towards me, and I shoot it in the butt, and then lots of birds just kind of add a bit of damage to the
Cool.
attack.
Make your.
Ooh.
That sounds nice. Don't forget the Hunter's Mark. Oh no, you can. I'll say you use your bonus action.
no,
Use the Hunter's Mark.
Yeah, you sure?
Yeah, because yeah.
Okay.
You've
In that
been more than
case,
fair.
that will be. Because that's that. So that's that. That would be 17 damage.
17 points of damage as
To the
Arrow
butt.
and Burb. Sounds like a weird, fancy new Arsenal pub. Arrow and Bird slam into
Bird,
the wolf that is still struggling. I say struggling, it is like latched on. It's like trying to move its weight to tear the arm of Halite. Cool. Unless I'm forgetting anything, that is the top of the round with Nia.
Covered in birds and wolves and blood.
Dewey's just got that horrible like green blotchy thing in his eyes from the bright. Did I hit it?
You got it.
I'm gonna move up into the line of sight for the red wolf.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna do insightful fighting
Cool.
on it.
That is a 6.
It's 26.
Yep. Much like the other, except you see this thing is holding itself more steadfast, so you know where to aim to get to the core of it.
And then I'm gonna shoot an owl at it.
Cool.
Sam,
Hey.
before she does, because it's currently on top of me, can I share because we're sharing initiative, can I use all of my actions to try and kick it into the air so she can shoot it while it's basically up there? Because I'm.
I'll say
because
you, yeah, you
because
can
it's-
very easily, yeah.
So I'm
Use the
literally
help action to.
to literally
Yeah.
just.
So you have advantage on this shot.
Cool.
Which is good.
18, so that's 17 points of damage. Then, or are we taking the first damage? I don't know.
Oh no, we're taking the 17.
Okay, cool.
Because that is the roll that hit. You had to adjust your shot to not hit Zeke, and you just see a small pop of the legs, and this thing goes just into the air enough that your arrow has a clean shot, fires, slams into the side of this thing's head. It did not like that. It's looking hurt. Zeke, that was your action as well. You both have bonus actions if you would like, and movement that you
No.
can use to stand up.
Bonus action was the inside for fighting.
Oh yes, it's like fighting, correct. Zeke.
That's a dumb idea. I'm going to go for that. I'm going to spend a key point for Flurry of Blows. And I would like to basically bicycle kick it while I'm lying on my back to try and basically keep repeatedly kick it into the air.
Cool. We're going to treat that help action as a push attack and go with it. So make those attack rolls.
It's a 13 to hit, which I'm going to
13, unfortunately, is going to miss.
That's fine. One more. Come on. 17 to hit.
17 will hit. You can see that this thing has manifested itself like a true wolf. I can't remember of the gender of Dolbora, or indeed if they hold a gender.
Femme.
Femme.
But not necessarily.
Nevertheless, you kick it in the femme area. As another 6 points of damage on its way back down. You have to sort of bolster your leg a little bit as it like slams and is now above you. Are you getting up from prone at all?
No, I'm gonna attempt to just ride this out.
Cool. It's gonna look down at the 3-foot thing in front of it, just kicked it in the ghoulies, and is going to snap at you with advantage.
Understandably.
That is a 21 total.
Oh yeah, that definitely hits.
Highlight uses his reaction. I'll tell you what after you roll damage.
Cool. That is 10 points of... Nope, sorry, that's a wrong dice. That is 7 points of piercing from the teeth. 5 points of fire. And 2 points reduced to 1 of thunder. So 7 plus 6 makes 13 damage total.
So 14 damage in total.
13.
Not resistant. Not if you're not resistant.
If he wasn't resistant, then it would be 14 total.
So the wolf bites down and looks back at Zeke as Zeke turns to clouds and forms into the blue wolf. The blue wolf takes a hit, takes 14 points of damage, turns back into clouds, goes back to Halite, and Zeke is still standing there, fully unhurt, but the blue wolf takes 14 points of damage.
That's incredibly cool. How the hell are you doing that?
Halite's Cloud Rune activates. I will put it in chat.
That's literally what it does. It trades places.
I need reread what Cloud
I will
Rune
put it in chat now.
Well, when
Yes, that's been
carrying
the
an object
stone ring.
inscribed with this rune,
Yeah.
once per short rest, when a creature you see is hit by an attack roll, you can use your reaction to choose a different creature other than the attacker within 30 feet of you to become the target of the attack.
Oh,
instead.
Doran, that's so good.
That's
Use
so
a saving roll.
fucking cool.
That's bonkers. I love it.
So the wolf closes his eyes to bite down at Zeke, and as Zeke is about to get hit, a cloud forms in front of him, turns into the blue wolf, and then disappears, flies back to Halite, hits the blue wolf when Zeke is just standing there.
You watch alarm go into the eyes of the red wolf as it's realised what it's just done. It's just attacked its sibling wolf, and it sort of backs up for a moment, like what the fuck was that? Can barely see, in your arm, can barely see the other wolf, but can see where it made the tooth marks, and just cows down a little bit, like a bit of oh my god, I can't believe I just did that, but also what the fuck just happened? You've managed to confuse divinity. Well done.
Yes, that's Halite's main purpose in life.
Well, now it's his turn as well.
Confuse divinity, and now, as a bonus action, I would like to rage.
Yeah. Red and black lightning crackles up your back as the crowd is with you.
Lightning comes from each side of his body, red on one, black on the other, and he's just gonna. He's already in the hole. Can he get back up the hole, jump back down it? Probably. That's just kind of redundant. He's just gonna smack the thing.
You could essentially toss, swing like you're throwing a baseball.
Yes, I'll do that. Sorry, I just have no ideas this session. I'm sorry.
Hammer throw it.
Less like hammer throwing, more like tossing yourself a softball before like swinging around with the axe to clip this thing like a baseball into the next life.
Oh, sadly, it's only 11 to hit, so I don't.
11, yes. Puppy like just manages to hold itself over the edge of the lip as the like barely misses behind it.
As I miss, I just catch it back and it lands back in the grapple because technically I don't break the grapple as.
Yeah, it like claws up onto the side and you go no, like grab it by the scruff and pull it back down.
So all Zeke sees is the wolf just going.
Pulled back down. No, Zeke can see. No, yeah, from that distance, you are 2 foot. The top of your head is 2 foot below.
Just see a mohawk
so a monstrous hand just reaches over the side and pulls Puppy back. However, it is Puppy's turn, who will round on you. Not best pleased.
And resistant to both of these now.
You are resistant to both of these. On a 15 to hit you?
That does not hit.
Yeah, it goes to like turn and bite, but you've got it by the scruff, and it just can't get its head around. Dewey.
I just hold it towards Dewey.
Yeah, you're like it's like a very angry dog like trying to get you, but you're too strong, holding it too well. Because of your frost giant thing, also gives you better animal handling.
It does actually, yeah.
Dewey, there's a sight in front of you.
I'm holding it like a mother would, like at the back of the neck. Yeah.
It is. It's like this thing is going feral, like trying to like get this.
Could I? Oh yes, you said it. Yeah, I bounced the. You let me bounce the hunter's mark to the blue one.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
I will loose a shot, and that is 14.
14. Just misses.
Ooh. Ooh. I will try again.
Yeah.
I mean, you're literally holding it still. But...
It squirms at the last moment. There's like the arrow just like swings like into the nook of one area. Yes.
Is
Right,
it
let's go.
technically like flanking though?
No.
I know.
Okay.
We're gonna let this happen. Yeah. How was the second shot?
The second shot is
17? 16? 16 does hit, definitely.
Good. In that case, have one of those, and I'll do the same again. I'll get my bird boys to and girls and birds and whatever birds are. To add to the damage, so that's gonna be Jesus Christ. That's gonna be a lot. 18 damage.
18 points of damage. This thing was already very hurt, and you like slam back. You draw back on the bow, and an arrow slams forward. And these are long bow arrows. These are like a human arm length. They are. It rips through the body of this thing, and as the arrow merges on the other side, there's just a sea spray mist in the air before it returns to light, travels back to the podium, and disappears.
Yeah.
As
good job,
one wolf is left standing, you see it begin to not swell in size, but swell in ferocity as what was previously like this umber clay fur begins to catch a flame at the sides, and the eyes just roar to life with flickering inferno. That is your. You cannot see it yet, so you can't move that.
Yeah,
across.
I leg it for the stairs.
Cool,
So.
Diana,
very
you
small
are.
legs though.
Yes, yeah. Diana.
How hurt is it looking,
I'm
or has it
faster now.
just become way more unhurt?
It is indeed, in terms of bloodied, it is definitely less than half of its hit points.
Okay. Okay, cool. Just dice I want to roll. I will look at it, and it doesn't have to like understand me or anything, but it will just hear in its head, and I'll cast Dissonant Whispers at it.
Dissonant Whispers.
Don't understand me.
Yeah.
Not my real
Do
mom.
I need to roll a wisdom save? Charisma?
Wisdom
Or something?
save. Yeah.
They are celestial beings. They're not negative wisdom. A 3's not going to do it, though.
That's
Oh.
good. And I cast it at 3rd level. So
I'll allow it.
that's that's one. Oh, that's not a very good roll at all.
Yes. Actually, 2nd level.
That's only an 8 damage. That's really I got 3 ones. And a 2 and a 3. It was almost as low as it could go.
As it shakes its head, trying to shake these whispers away. Is there a lingering effect from dissonant whispers? Or is it just good psychic damage?
You feel bad.
It does feel bad. It bit its sister. It's already feeling bad.
You have to move as far away, isn't it? But it's only for until the end of Diana's next.
Yeah,
Immediately
to
use
move
its
as far as
reaction
its
if
speed.
available.
To move as far as its speed away from you. The creature doesn't move into obviously dangerous ground, such as a fire pit.
Or toward
well,
Tallis.
fire or a pit. Fire pit, same thing.
Okay.
Or
yeah.
towards Starlight.
In that case, it's going to use its full 50 foot of movement. Well, not quite, because it's just going to go into the corner here and cow, like tail wrapped around, like not quite whimpering, but just like retreating in fear from this just awful dissonant whispers that are coming up from the stairs.
And it does.
yeah.
Does Zeke get a attack of opportunity because it did? Move
It
away.
did. Yeah, it wasn't like pushed or pulled.
Doesn't count as willing though, does it?
It's weird. It's very, very, very strange in the way it's written. I'm going to allow it in this circumstance. I don't know if I've allowed it in different circumstances, but it is.
It has willingly moved away from Zeke.
Yeah.
Does fear count
In
as
its
willing,
mind,
though?
it chose to move itself. Another force didn't pick it up and move it. So I'm going to allow it.
That is
So-
a good question though.
I'll make a compromise with you, Sam, because you're not entirely sure. I want to try and trip it as opposed to do a damage action to
Okay.
basically try and sweep its legs out. So that way,
Yeah.
it's a happy middle ground between quite
Cool.
what could happen.
In that case, I was going to say, obviously you're prone, so it would be disadvantage, but just roll an athletics check to try and trip it, and it's going to contest that athletics check.
It's an 18.
14 on its roll, so it gets to there. It tries to leave, you trip it. It was here.
Can I like flavor that and just
Yeah.
say that I'm basically doing like what's the term? You know, the Brazilian dance fighting, basically spinning my
Yes,
my
nice.
legs to get myself up while tripping it at the same time.
Yes, as it goes slamming onto the ground, it's going to use half of its movement, so it's used 10. Use 35 at this point. It's going to snap and growl towards you, but then catches eye of Diana, like uttering these whispers. Again, it like cows down and walks backwards, like snapping and snarling. It can move a further 25 because it has 50 foot of movement. Is that correct? No, it moved 35 already. So it moved 15, so it moves to there. So that, you know what? Thematically, it moves in front of this door, like snapping and snarling, as a scared dog would. Any bonus action from Diana?
Oh yeah. Should have done that first, but I didn't, and it doesn't matter. No, I can't.
Nia on
heal
taxes on deck.
myself, so-
It's got Nia on the list, so I keep calling Nia taxes.
I mean, it's
Nia's
technically
a
her
great
name.
name.
It is-
Particularly
it's
is her name.
It is a great name. Just gonna say. I'll give taxes some inspiration. Why not?
Cool.
Thank you. I was hoping for that.
Oh, good. Okay, good. You could just say, and then I could just
could,
do it.
but no. This is your turn.
No.
Yeah,
Awesome.
well, no. You
Yeah.
ask for it, otherwise I'm not gonna like waste them or anything on people who don't.
I mean, why would you say no to inspiration?
I know. Well, you know.
I don't want your
Even
inspiration.
though
just
Zeke
kidding.
never
Don't want
uses
your
it.
inspiration.
Regardless,
Okay.
Nia, it is
I
now
got it.
your turn as this thing is cowering, like snapping at literally anyone and anything that's getting close to it.
Why does
It
it have
is
to cower?
It's not like it's like backing around, it's like wrapping its body around and like snarling and snapping. Like, yeah.
Is this the second puppy you're gonna kill?
Oh
Both
my
gonna-
fight
god.
and flight.
Gonna run up to it,
Okay.
This is it. You're gonna kill another one.
and then I'm
Feel
gonna,
about this.
gonna attack it with my rapier.
Go for it.
Do
It's
it, you
23. I
coward.
don't need the inspiration.
23 will definitely hit.
That's 14 points of damage until.
That
Kill it,
is
you coward.
enough. As you just stab into this thing, as it no like yelping or anything, like just in, and it dissipates into the light that makes up its existence. Returns to its pedestal. As it sort of travels through you, you get this sense of like
Incredible sadness.
no, it's a sense of strength and home. Weirdly, you think of your family for perhaps the first time in a little while. As this thing travels through, the light of the pedestal fades, and you watch briefly as all four have the light return, and then fade again with a pulse as a final. And you, taxes, hear the door open beside you. We are out of initiative. The door is open.
Yay!
Hallie just got his
I
hands up.
kind of just finish running up the stairs next to Taxes and go like, why do I feel bad?
Praxis is fine. I'm very upset.
It's the second wolf you've killed in like 2 weeks.
An innocent wolf. Wow.
Celestial light being.
Also,
It shows to be a wolf.
It's fine, but I was fine until I started cowering. I was like, I don't want to hit it anymore.
I would like to take this moment to just pray to a tuna.
Yeah.
and all the gods really as a yeah,
All of them.
all of them. Why not? Yeah.
Cool.
As a
I like-
pantheon. Yeah.
Yeah. There's definitely a sacredness to this place. As the intensity of battle, the adrenaline wears off, you can now appreciate this place for what it is, some kind of devotion to the gods. And whoever built this place clearly meant for it to be found by only people who would, at some level, understand who those gods were and be willing to be tested by them.
What kind of, like, what is the purpose of this test? Is there must be something beyond that you need to get through this? Why would those? They were fey creatures, weren't they? That were out there trying to get in to this. And if this is a place full of religious significance, could we, like, could this be like? Are we going to find like a relic or something in here? Like,
Only one way to find out.
let's find out.
With
Hopefully, as a Hallie just kind of picks himself out of the hole.
Hey.
And though
You're
mechanically in the game, mage hand is an action spell, I just like to think that just now 2 very tired birds come flapping down with the torch that I take back off.
Yes.
Really like.
Been holding this
Like,
for all of 6
it's still dark in here. Like the wolves themselves illuminated the room. Like as their pedestals flashed, there was bright light, and then it returned to the darkness that was once here before. It's just a torchlight guiding your way.
Zeke is going to let out the gentlest of sighs, which is actually going to boom massively.
Ah. I mean, can we have a
Is
quick
everyone-
10-minute sit down,
Yeah,
or
is
is that not a
everybody-
thing that we're gonna
Is
do?
everybody
I will let you know
okay?
as a DM, there is only loot from here. There is no
Okay,
loot.
good. So can we have a quick breather? We have a cup of tea. I don't know. Okay, fine.
That's wine.
That's okay. We'll go. We'll go. Cool. Yeah, I wanna go. I wanna go in.
Which pedestal was Ivan?
Ivan was one on the far right-hand side here, closest to their symbol to hit.
Highlight goes over to it. Hey, sorry for throwing you in a hole. Same with you. I point to the other pedestal. But also, thank you for Theria. She's a real cool god. I just kind of point to it. Thank you.
Sorry for throwing you in a hole.
Oh, sorry for making you bite your sister. And I point to the other one.
Wow.
Sorry to all of you.
Hell, we're gonna go for this door. This is like the super specialist thing you've ever done. Let's go for this door.
I like to think that the camera pans up to the clouds where the gods are just looking down and being like, he's talking to a rock. It's a thought that counts, all right?
It's just them saying, should we update these tests? They like.
You travel through the door unless there is any further.
Oh,
Sorry, Thaddeus. We're good.
there's nothing else to say to that. I think so.
Live in, and I'm just going to paint a word
Leave it on that
picture.
explanation point. That dot.
It's fine. Everything is fine.
There is a small chamber in which you see a statuette of a wolf bears in its mouth a ornate yet refined looking longbow, string in place, markings of wolves moving around the forest embossed upon the wood into which it is carved. Carved into wood of which it is made. You see a small bushel of arrows next to it. Also in this place, you see a figure matching the matching the figure that you saw on the front door of this place. This saint-like hero, adorned in some beautiful-looking chain mail that looks incredibly light and is if you choose to lift it off.
Elven
And
chainmail?
I will describe them all and then I will tell you
Sorry.
exactly what they are.
I'm so excited.
Because I will let you spend time with them. And adorning one of their hands is a ring that has a wolf's paw front and center with a small pearl embossed into the central pad.
Oh, it's got pearl pants. That's so cute.
You also find a bunch of gems because there's gold
Money.
pieces with them. You have found Elven Chain. You have found a Ring of Jumping, which allows you to cast Jump as a bonus action for free. You have found gems worth 450 gold pieces.
Ooh.
And this bow, whosoever touches it, instantly learns of its properties. It is a +1 longbow. It also has the ability that once per day, you can speak the name Fenray and fire an arrow, which will guide you to a path as though you have cast the spell Find the Path.
I think I should have it, honestly. I mean, I don't know anyone in this
I
party who
don't know.
could do
I
with it.
don't. Shame we don't
You
have a
know that this
ranger.
longbow is called the Waywright.
Oh!
Right. That's cool. That is very cool. Highlight would like to use it as a toothpick.
Highlight does not get to touch it at any point ever.
I would say as well on this elven chain, there is a sleek-looking wolf head at the sort of the center of the collarbone that sort of knits the piece together. The rest of it is just this light, almost silver metal chain.
Yeah,
I mean-
just like a 10-year-old that has seen like the best thing in the Lego store is just like, but please.
Very, very tiredly, I'm just gonna go over and do the same thing that I've done every time that he's needed to go and do something. And I'm gonna reach up as high as I can, which is right to his arse cheeks, and then start pushing him forward.
Yeah.
I mean, he's quite short.
He's
How
a
tall is
halfling.
he?
I'm quite sure. Yeah, I'm the next shortest, I think, compared to.
I know, but thematically,
You touch his
it's
arse
fine.
cheeks
Thematically,
anyway.
you still touch his ass cheeks.
Yeah. Pixel it down here.
And shove him towards
Yeah,
the weapon.
It's just, it's so pretty.
I'm gonna have a look at Elven chainmail and see what it
Would
is.
this be?
I'm gonna have a lie down.
And
And then
You guys
literally
can
just
spend as much time as you want in this place. There is conveniently, because the DM says so, there is a brazier to light, so there is bright light in here for you guys to tend your wounds, take a short rest. And yeah, you have acquired loot.
yeah.
Wherever
fair,
Zeke
just
lies
lying on
down,
my back and starfish. Just
Yeah.
Halai comes over to him, sits down, shrinks, and then also Starfish is next to him
Yeah.
as we slowly bleed out together.
just gonna
I would-
just
I would like-
go for a fist bump and then just.
I would like
Same.
it because he is like just like a big cushion. Also not a cushion because he's so muscular. So he just like lie on top of Hal.
I'm doing that. Can I
Yeah,
take
come on,
the
everyone
gems?
join the cuddle paddle.
Yes, you
Yeah.
take the
Take the
gems. You
Can I take-
appraise them. You can.
But
Yeah,
also,
can I? Yeah, I just want to split it up so it'd be between 7, so we have a pot for the kitty, in case we need to get something as a group
Do you
rather
want to
than
just keep
individually.
it all? Just keep it all.
Okay, I'll keep it all.
Keep it
I
all.
wanna-
I mean, I don't have pockets.
Taxes does the
Somebody
taxes.
write down.
Okay, taxes does
450
the
gold
taxes.
pieces.
Yeah.
Taxes
Okay,
does taxes.
Okay.
I've done that.
I also don't have a bag.
Yeah.
Halai has
I
a
have my
bag.
trousers and the things attached to my sash.
You don't like pockets.
DM, are we doing coin weight?
God,
Does
no.
coin have weight? Okay.
Ooh.
Just checking. Alright.
I'm not going to
Don't
let you
do
carry 50 greatswords, but God, I'm not going to make you track everything.
Halai could carry 50 greatswords.
Yeah, and with your strength, it sort of becomes like, like you were one technically carrying it, but yeah.
The second
It's
we start
just
doing
silly.
coin weight is the second we start tracking ammunition.
I mean, technically they're gems,
That's
so
it.
that I could say,
I
oh,
kinda do
what
that
kind
too.
of what kind of gold pieces? Oh, they're ancient gold pieces, and probably will raise a lot of questions. You know what? It's just gemstones because that makes all of our lives easier.
The second we start doing coin weight is the second taxes can no longer walk because
I
he's not that strong.
Wait, so we're not splitting it up, but you're keeping all of it?
I
believe
think
they're keeping a
so.
party fund
Okay.
to be
Yeah.
distributed.
I won't write it down then.
Let's face it, when it comes to being able to spend that money, it's going to probably mean having to be in contact with humans. So
The
But
human gets
well,
it.
how am I gonna buy my random things?
Exactly, and that's why
which
you're
is
not getting these
also
gems.
why which is also why taxes should have.
At first, I feel like it was taxes and fucking Diana who was like, "Oh, let's get them a boy pants."
Exactly.
They were part of the package. It's okay.
Why do we?
You-
Why have we
you know
got
what the-
450
customly ordered.
gold worth of licorice? Like,
You know what the great thing is? Taxes has gone through so much in the last 2 years. Has gone through the process of joining a rebellion, has really tried to step outside of their comfort zone, and yet they're still the bookkeeper. And they're right back to where they started, just with a different group of people.
You are what you're good at, you know. You do what you're good at, and you're good at books and shit. So
It's time to get
Also a
Dewey to
ninja.
another gardens.
Yeah, Diana will touch the chainmail.
Oh, I thought you were touching me since you were laying on me.
Also,
Okay.
Hal. No. I guess before I go and lie on you and have a nap, I wanna touch the chainmail and be like, does anybody else want or need this?
Already asleep.
I'm
What's the
counting
AC for
gems.
chainmail?
So
It's
let me
good,
read the
it's like,
description
it's
of Elf
60?
Chain.
You
But
can
then it's
wear
a
it.
special one,
It
isn't
gives
it?
you a +1 to AC, but you are proficient with it even if you lack proficiency with medium armor.
No.
Yeah, you don't want it, Doran, because of your unarmored
Unarmored.
defense.
I
I
don't
don't
use
want it because of an
unarmored.
Same
unarmored
though.
defense.
I don't use unarmored. I have scale
you
mail
not?
on currently. I just
Oh,
use it
okay.
as t-shirt.
Right,
Thematic t-shirt.
Right.
And rip away pens.
Who's got the lowest AC?
Not me.
It's probably the bard.
Yeah, I know.
I really want it. I'm an elf. I
It's-
really want it.
It's going to
Yeah.
be 13 plus Dex plus 1 because of
Crack on.
Magic.
Elf
Yeah,
gets
um,
the
because
elf
of magic.
chainmail? Ah.
You're welcome to
You
it.
have to sort of unfasten the shirt at the side to get it off of this statue. I'm going to say somebody takes the ring as well.
Who's taking the ring?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Who,
I mean, I'm not
I
opposed
mean, none of
to
us
the
have
ring.
really good mobility, have they? Have we? Other than maybe
Who wants
Zeke.
to jump really far? Maybe Zeke. Maybe Zeke can already jump really far.
Zeke can already jump really far, and it's
I
already
mean,
got good movement.
Nia Taxes did some pretty cool ninja stuff earlier on as well.
Yeah.
So
I
we
mean,
should,
I also
so-
tried and failed at it, but yeah, sure.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. So maybe the monk. You cast.
Well,
Nah, it's fine.
Jump,
Probably
yeah.
better, honestly, out of everyone, it's probably best on the ranger because
But you can already fly though, right?
then you
Phil?
get your shots.
Yeah, your
Can-
jump distance is tripled until the spell ends. It's, to be honest, it is attunement, but it is the kind of thing that you can say, okay, we're gonna infiltrate. Let's put this on someone sneaky. Okay, we're gonna be in a fight. Let's put this on somebody who needs to get around the battlefield quickly,
That's
like
what
a
it
tank,
does?
to just get him away.
Yeah.
So you have a
what
bonus action. You can cast jump on yourself for free, and then you can triple
Yeah.
jump.
I
gonna say,
like
is it-
you know that Dewey has like I tell you,
Helpful.
he can't do it all the time, but he has the spell Misty Step, so you've seen him before, like when
Yeah.
things have been lunging for him, he just disappears and appears somewhere else.
Wait,
Give it
but-
to Taxes, and then the next time she does it, I'm gonna scream at her for hiding her magic.
Yes.
Yeah.
wait,
yeah.
but it triples your jump distance, right? How do you calculate that?
Your
Uh,
jump distance, long
athletics.
jump is
Strength.
no. I think it's your strength score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your long distance. So your strength
10.
score.
So mine's 10, so it's 10 foot, right?
Yeah, that is your
Yeah.
long jump
10
distance.
foot.
Mine, mine's
I run-
8.
If I
Yours
run
8,
10,
so you could
then I
with
can
the
go
spell.
10.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, with the spell you could jump 30.
Yeah.
But
Wait.
it also goes for high jump as well, and I can't remember how you calculate
Oh.
high jump is the strength.
It's fine, I got you.
plus. It's
Okay.
the strength plus, basically. So
So-
like it's
it. Triple
Can-
that.
Jump
There you
far
go,
at
just-
all.
I'm gonna put a link into the chat as well as our private chat, which is to a website called Fex Labs. That if you need, you can just put in what your ability score is, and then it'll just calculate it for you exactly what you can do.
You have
That's
not, but
very
I will.
cool.
Oh, been a jumping.
You have not,
okay.
but I will.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Cool. I mean,
But yeah,
yeah.
So I take out a mind.
I would like
Again,
to give it a
I
go.
can-
Jump around. Doesn't have to stick with one
Yeah, I
person.
would like to give it a go for a combat, see how it works. But like otherwise, like you can.
I'll just
Give
put
it a
it in
go
the party
also.
kitty then.
Yeah,
Sam loves his
it-
spell, but it's really not useful unless you can cast it as a bonus action. So
I
Alright.
gotta say, I am kind of thinking of the fun of giant halite, just
I
Just-
can
just
jump
fucking
very, very
launching.
far.
just
Yeah.
launching across the entire battle map. Just boing,
you would have a
boing,
60-foot
boing.
long jump. No, wait, is your strength 20?
My strength is 16.
16. Okay, so you would have a
Sadly, not 20
48,
yet.
48-foot long jump.
And if I have +2, no, it's just strength score. Never mind. I can't because it doesn't.
So,
My frost rune
yeah.
doesn't affect it.
I
Yes, it does.
Yeah, I'd like to give it a go because it's essentially
Yeah.
just another 30 foot on top of the 30 foot that like you're gonna. I can
Well,
run,
no,
right?
because when you jump, it takes away your movement. It takes away your walking speed.
I'll just
Yeah.
put it in the
Ah.
party bag until.
That makes no
Yeah,
sense.
for now,
Take it.
we
Till
have a
come to
week. We have a
task
week
and
to decide.
someone's nervous,
Yeah, okay.
basically.
Well, that's what I wanted.
But how far can I jump? If I have 16...
If you're
Ability
16
score.
strength, your running long jump would be 48 foot.
Okay, I did calculate.
I would say that would stop your movement where you land because it's technically should be coming from your movement.
Yeah, so
you'd,
I can jump 30 foot.
You would still be traveling.
Oh,
It's
so
weird. Jump mechanics are weird,
yeah.
but
It's magic, so maybe I could.
it's
jump
magic.
to
It's
28.
magic. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Magic supersedes.
Alright, I want to put this
Cool.
chainmail on.
As an aside, if I eventually use it when I get Step of the Wind, I can do a horizontal, as in a long jump of 96 feet.
Oh boy.
Boing.
Boing.
That's very fun. I love this spell so much; it never gets used.
I there was this game where I was playing as a Minotaur character called Stampede, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
loved him. He was like an unofficial barbarian class Path of the Juggernaut, and his whole thing was just run. It was just bowling ball, just knocking shit over. So we were allowed a magic item, so I had boots jumping. So he was just.
That was my fault. And I don't regret it.
I know, one of my favorite characters ever.
Yeah, it was great.
He just-
He was a great character.
Yeah, I'll put this chainmail on and be like, this is really nice. Da, da, da. I'll feel it and be like, oh, it's nice.
Yeah.
And they go have a
It's
nap.
not-
How?
That's
Yes.
that's surprisingly fashionable for an ancient artifact.
It's really fashionable, actually. It just looks exactly like what I'm wearing, but like not.
but actually armor.
It fits. It fits under the outfit if you wish. There's still like like Frodo, just like, oh, I've got mithril all of a sudden. You can wear like that.
It resizes to my frame.
It
I don't
does.
know.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, it's magic. It does do that, right?
It does do
Yeah.
that, right?
I tend
Isn't
to
that-
say that. Otherwise, it's rubbish when there's like, oh yeah, he had a big sword, but because you're a small creature, no. In a world with such a variety of heights, people make magic items that resize.
Yeah.
At least in my version of Osasris painting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Alright.
I will play us a tune, and then everyone. I don't know if anyone else got fucking
Song-
hurt, but I did.
Song of Rest. Yeah.
Very
quite
Alright,
quite a
okay,
lot of people
good.
took a hiding in that one. I was very lucky to not get anyone's attention.
Halak has never been asserted in the campaign.
Wow, are you like? I'm gonna do
Oh,
the
boy.
short rest stuff, and then like see how hurt you are after that, because
Probably be
I
fine.
got spells and stuff.
Badger healed me, so I didn't use any hit dice on my last short rest.
Cool. There we go. So I will do a song of rest thing. Yeah. So if you get an extra d6 if you use your hit die. Which I need also. Oh, he's gone. Oh no.
Summon, dispel DM, cast DM.
Wolf. He's back.
I'm back. And I know it's Discord now because I tried to click something on Discord and that's when it decided to crack.
Ah, interesting.
So it's not my intent.
Don't touch anything.
No, it's definitely Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you say extra d6?
Extra d6, yeah.
Oh, it's fucking perfect.
1d6 hit points. So roll a d6. Yeah.
Cool. I have 2 hit dice left.
I don't know how many I have. I used some last time, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, I have 1 hit dice left, and I am back up to full.
Same.
Cool.
I'm gonna say I used 1 last time, but I'm pretty sure I wasn't hurt. Was I hurt? I don't know. I'm gonna say I used 1. But I will use a few right now. Yes.
Because y'all I'll take a bit of hiding.
And then you get an extra 6 as well. D6. I'll do 3. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Cool. Highlight is back at fighting fit.
Nice.
Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. That's where I was at the start. Cool.
You take your time, wrap bandages, rest with the song of rest in the background. Yeah. An hour passes in this ancient ancient treasure. That's hold, more like a reliquary.
I'll use that. I'll use that short rest to attune to this bow if it needs attunement.
Yeah, it does. It feels good in your hand.
It's so pretty.
Feels good in your hand.
Now you have
Is there something special about the arrows as well, or is it just they're connected?
They're just arrows here. It's just a bushel of 10 arrows.
I never understood magical bows before because you can have +1.
You can have +1
arrows
ammunition as well,
and a +1 bow. So when you shoot that magical bow, does it not do anything until you smack someone with it? And then it counts as a +1 weapon.
Adjusts.
Yeah. No,
right?
Magic. Shut
magic.
up.
Yeah, I didn't know you could get +1
magic.
ammunition, but I'm guessing if
It goes into your hand with the magic so that you do more damage. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, if there's +1 arrows that exist, then I'm guessing they stack. I would have thought.
Oh yeah.
I always thought in my head, if you shoot, the stack shit. They're just normal arrows. You just have to hit someone with the actual bow.
Has anyone ever really seen a magic item before?
Yeah.
I mean, I got one on my neck, but I didn't really realize that's what it was.
I've seen a couple.
Yeah, I mean, there's the Rapid Rider that we rode on, which is a magic item.
Yeah.
A few arcade.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. But now, like, it's not like you can buy them, you know. So.
Or the sending stone on the amplifiers for the guitars.
Yeah, but
okay, stones. The matter stone.
Not this kind of magic item.
Not like this. I mean, this thing is the hold at the bow. Like this thing is hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years old.
Oh, I've seen something thousands of years old. Yeah.
Yeah. This is something else. I'm guessing maybe the figure that was on the door. This might have belonged to that person.
And with the termites come out of it, and it just falls apart as the wood has been sat in too long.
Yeah, I'm just left with its string.
Oh, there's cockroaches in my vest.
With different kind of swarm.
There isn't really. Yeah. You know what I meant.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I understand. Yeah.
Thank you, babe.
But yeah, I've seen a couple like these before. Yeah.
That's cool. My mom had a few, but like,
really,
I obviously don't know where they've gone. So.
What did your mother do?
She was a teacher. She was a teacher. She taught magic.
Did she have a house in Harling's Rest?
Yes, we had a family home in Harling's Rest.
Maybe we can go there and see if she left anything behind, like hidden or something.
Well, it's been 50 years, but I
hid real well. Magic people are weird.
They are definitely weird.
Well,
I was hoping to go and have a look around if you guys wanted to.
Yeah. Well,
depends who lives there. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, they might be a bit upset if we
dig up their garden,
invade their house, especially if they're Empire sympathizers or anything like that.
Fine, we'll sneak in.
You could do that.
Some people could sneak in.
I could sneak in.
I actually don't think that we need to hide any more. I don't know, like I don't think we're wanted. Oh, it's only really split like this. Wanted.
That's true.
What was that poster said? It was
It
It
was
said-
only
Yeah.
He
People-
said his like real
Split,
name.
but they, yeah,
There are people traveling with them.
yeah. So
Um,
as long as we keep him hidden or disguised, right?
True.
They must want him because he'd be able to build something like the Rapid Rider again.
He's
Yeah, I
real
mean,
smart.
he has amazing brain and talents. So yeah.
Just as long as he doesn't drop the things he's working on.
Yeah, they're
That's
not. That's
true.
not great. He is very clumsy. He keeps dropping things.
Isn't that right, Zeke?
Belches
It's been
and
silent this entire episode.
Casually
Oh,
adding
dear.
more to the wild magic table.
It has been over an hour though, so Zeke can actually speak.
You
Oh,
can speak
God
now.
damn it,
Yes, it's been a
Sam!
short rest.
Yeah.
Stop it! Fuck!
I mean, yeah, but Zeke is still asleep, just splayed out, just.
I like to think a little bit of that sleep still had it in, so he was like, oh, and as he was breathing out of the snore, it was just like.
Just kept him awake. No.
If I may, as you are like sleeping, like trying to sleep, over the top of you, you see two ghostly individuals in a debate going, I would say that it's more of a display of their arcane talent, or their knowledge at least. It was quite good. He got the party certainly got the riddle before I did. You have to admit that it was more of a test of cleverness, Anif. And you see the Goliath warrior on the other side going, that was a test of might. You saw the way he destroyed that thing, sweeping its legs, slamming down. It makes me feel alive again.
regardless of whether my voice has changed back yet or not, just shut up! I'm trying to sleep.
And you're like, whoa!
And then I'm just gonna
say
turn over and,
anything.
and presumably grab Harlight's arm, like thinking it's a pillow, and just
Like the biggest body pillow. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't say anything, dude. What
As you,
is with this guy?
tell the ghosts to shut up. Anif, this Goliath warrior, turns to this elderly-looking elf and says, both is good. Leondeaf. He says, both is good. I agree. And you hear them dissipate, and you feel the rings, for a moment, stick to this harmonious hum that they do usually, before one turns into a fearsome roaring battle cry, and the other turns into the sound of... It's almost like an incantation of spellcasting.
Very educated. Yes.
And,
yes.
and then just the quietest of my breath. Why is my tinnitus getting worse?
There's Levendeaf and Anif.
I really want
Again, he's not even sure if he's going crazy or
Yes,
not at this
yeah.
point. He's fully under the impression he's just losing his mind.
I think you're going
Alex wants to meet this other Goliath.
Again, he was just a very angry boy who got drunk and punched things. Now he has magic all of a sudden. He thinks he's losing his mind.
And now you punch things, but from a distance.
yeah, punch things on the other side
I
of the
punch
room.
things plus ghosts.
Plus ghosts.
Exactly.
Plus ghosts.
Yeah.
Okay. If that is the short rest, the party travel
Get back out.
from this reliquary tomb near lost to time. As they come to the front, the doors have remained open, but in front you see Splitlick is sitting alone. Badger is no longer beside them. As they see you approach, their eyes turn from the forest back to you, and just signals they said they needed to go.
What? Go take a leak?
Their eyes just roll. something called them. They said they were needed. They said it was important, and they said they were sorry.
Oh,
Okay.
I guess a
Fae
druid's
shit.
place.
Fae,
Yeah.
fae.
I guess a druid's place is in the forest.
true.
I don't know.
They asked us not to follow.
All right. All right.
All right.
Taxes, you need to learn the drums.
They have left drumsticks behind.
I'll teach you the drums, Taxes. It's fine. They're quite easy.
I'm more of the
Yeah,
stage
harder than it
manager.
looks.
Good,
It
good
is
way to
a lot
offend every
harder than
drummer
that.
that could possibly ever listen to this.
I know. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I did a look.
Yeah, harder than it looks.
I did a look at the camera, and I know Bree knows. She's.
Oh yeah.
I
I've-
remind you, I have a natural deception of 19, so I'm gonna just say that the drums are easy.
The natural insight is like 40.
True.
I
We
have
could
a-
do that. We could do that, but your natural insight is 16.
Well,
though.
Yeah, no, actually that kind of makes sense actually because you need to convince people of that because finding a drummer is often one of the hardest things to find for a band.
And they won't give it a go unless they think it's easy. So.
Listen, Taxes, it can't be Dewey. We have him on tambourines.
Exactly, so he's already hitting something.
Yeah, but he can't hit two things at once.
Zeke is really good at hitting things.
Zeke is our roadie.
Yeah, but
No,
I'm
see,
the
actually, Zeke
stage
plays
manager.
he plays the bagpipe.
We don't
which
talk
is a
about
really,
that.
Which is actually a really good addition to our punk rock band.
We can work it in.
Hell
We
yeah,
can-
it is.
We can
It
work
is.
it
Have
in.
you seen that YouTube video? It's great.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys have the image, and I will help you spread that
Red Hot
image,
Chili Peppers.
but from backstage. Okay?
That's
Think
fair.
of me as a manager.
Yeah.
Split Lick, do you know how to play the drums?
He signals like, kinda.
He said,
Hey!
I mean-
"Yeah."
I mean, like a big hand wave of like, whoa. What the fuck are those? Like pointing to the new acquisitions of the party.
Wait.
The new magic items, if they are worn.
Oh,
if they are
these?
wielded.
Oh no, they're just something we found in this crypt.
We found stuff. It was
We also found a bunch of gems.
Look at
the
it.
wolves.
It's really light. It's really light, and it's so nice. It fits perfectly, and it looks great, and it's really light, and it's elvish, and it suits me.
It does suit you.
I now realise we probably should have checked if any of these were cursed.
I don't care. It looks great. It's fine.
Like just listens to all that and just up goes Debbie's horns.
Yeah,
Yeah.
love it.
But we
Yeah.
also found a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
Yes.
There was,
So many Zebby songs. Yes.
there was like a trial to get through
I
to
killed a
these
god.
things, so it's not like we just stole it. We
We earned it.
passed the test
We did.
to
We
get
did pass
get
it.
these things. I think I think these things might have belonged to someone, a
guy on the
historical
door.
figure of some kind. The guy on the door.
It's actually
Yeah.
the guy.
That historical figure of the
Saint.
guy on the door.
I keyed.
IKEA. What?
IKEA. You said it, and then I tried to write it, and it didn't work out. So.
Split Lick, I
Sorry.
killed a god.
I don't
Um,
think.
I don't think we didn't. It was manifestations of the four gods. There was a fifth symbol on there though. Like, does anyone know what that is?
Yeah,
Your religion check.
I didn't recognize that. It was.
Here we go.
it
The
was,
most important religion check I have ever done in
It
my
was,
life.
it was like a snake eating itself, but an eye in the lol, but an eye in the middle.
Oh, I thought
driver
that
to
was
God to
gonna
death.
be a natural
Mhm.
20 and it was gonna be great. It wasn't. It was a 13.
13.
Pretty creepy.
Nah.
And we all do have religions, or
Does anyone know what
I
it
liked it.
He's always
I
so
pile-
surprised when I change. I'm sorry.
I pile driver to God to death.
You see a signal, but you've learned to, you recognize as very cool, bud. Like, sure you did.
Sure you did.
Just like the.
Yeah.
Good
Great.
job, buddy.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
good
put this
job.
right up on the fridge.
Right up here, everybody can see.
Oh, bless him. It's okay, babe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to rip a shirt in celebration,
Right.
Halite?
Is 13,
Rip the
13
shit.
good enough to know anything, or
13 is not like.
how about
The fact that there is-
history? It's the same thing.
The fact that there is a fifth even held in the same esteem as the other four is, yeah, it's not even something you. No, there's the one and the three children. That's all there's ever been. Or maybe there's another one, but you've certainly never heard of them. But
Conspiracy
what you do
theories.
know now is that they
It means
seem
the gods
to
are all
be.
lizards.
Yes, they seem to be associated with strife and woe.
Yeah.
At least
yeah.
that was how they were described in the riddle.
I am going to find out when we can.
I know who the god is.
Wow, great.
It's the thing that made a pact with Zeke. It's the wind chime god. I knew it.
Wind chime.
And
He
with
makes
that,
the
you
wind
see,
chime noises.
literally just puts his hands in the air. Is like, great, I'm possessed.
I don't
oh,
think
for a warlock.
I don't
By a
know.
god.
Doesn't make it better.
I don't think that's
It's a real cool god.
no. It's not. I don't know. It must be a god, though, right?
I was just slightly weirded out that
It cannot be a god.
I don't.
There's
It
only four
didn't
gods.
seem to have a manifestation there. Like
Or a
the
pedestal.
others
Maybe it's not a
did.
god.
Make a.
Bree is very happy about that, but Diana has no.
I guess make an insight or an investigation as you make that point, Dewey. This is going to be insight. This is definitely insight.
Ooh.
Ooh, that is
Maybe the wind chimes have already manifested in the form of Zeke.
17.
17.
Lost a dice.
The fact that, like, you think the Guardians were clearly something that had to have some divine connection. But at the same time, it's like they couldn't leave out this. They couldn't talk about the other four and not this one. You're trying to put yourself in the feet of this creator. Like, they wanted you to earn the respect of the others. They didn't care whether you had respect to this one, but they couldn't leave them out from the room. Like, it wouldn't have been right if they weren't there.
So
But they didn't think you needed their respect, but they needed to acknowledge that they existed.
Okay, so
Alright.
there's. Yeah, we should have a look at what that is, because that I feel like that's something important, but I don't know why, and I don't like it because there's Nye and snakes, and
I mean,
it's kind of creepy.
And whoa.
if it's got something to do with Zeke, I think it is important, yeah.
Speaking of, while all of these guys are having intellectual conversation, I've turned to Split Leg and go,
It's a bit of a high bar for Halite.
look what I figured out how to do. And I'm just going to Eldritch Blast punch into the distance, just like...
Yeah, no need to make a charisma check. You have 3 of your... Yeah, you've satisfied 3 their trials, and they are, with you in that moment. It's just a spectral face goes forward. He's just like...
Sauce.
He thinks for a moment and just says, "Very cool, but."
I'm intelligent enough to know that and just be like, "What, you fucker?"
On that note, as the party continue to chat, discuss what they have learned, and show off what they have learned to do. Two things. One, this is going to be where we're wrapping up the stream, ready for next time. And two, you guys are now level 7.
Oh!
I wasn't expecting that. Nice.
Okay.
Okay. I was
That's
expecting to
exciting.
get to the place first. Yeah, okay.
Right. Oh, well, I wasn't prepared for that.
I don't even
You have
know
a
what
week.
happened.
You have a week. I know it's a bit of a drop right at the end, but I wanted to end.
That was so cool, yeah.
I guess we're not taking a long rest, though. Are we going straight there?
I would say if you are heading straight there now, essentially, there's a chance for more encounters in the wood, possibly. I know that you want to do something especially on the way.
Yes, I do. I forgot. Yes.
And that will be coming up probably, almost certainly next episode.
Okay.
Or next session, episode. I don't know what I call them. I like calling them sessions. Really.
Or do we hypothetically walk for another half a day and then sleep?
Yeah, you can make the sort of the distance, get around the cliff, and we will pick up, I guess, on that long rest and any scenes that people have to
I
do.
guess it's only literally a couple of hours because that took like 2 hours or so. You said, and then I was like,
yeah, short rest out the front, the action of the puzzle solving, short rest in there, coming out somewhere between 1 and 2 hours.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right. Have a think what your level is going to be in.
I
what you want to
I
do.
mean,
All right.
I love it. I will say for you now mechanically, as a swarm keeper, I get what I think is possibly one of the lamest archetypes.
I was so ready for that to be a
ever.
hype up.
I get it. It's got a great name. It's called Writhing Tide, but
Oh, dear.
basically you can condense part of your swarm into a focus mass that lifts you up. As a
Yeah.
bonus action, you gain a flying speed of 10 feet and can hover. So basically,
lift us up
a
where
legion
we
a
belong.
legion of sparrows and robins pick me up. I can't really get very far off the ground and just carry me to the point that people are like, just walk, man. It's cruel to make them do that.
But I was talking about this when we were talking about the jump thing. I was like, can't you fly?
No.
But now you can.
Well, now
Can now.
essentially, I guess I
Yeah.
can. It lasts for a minute, so
Yeah.
I guess I can.
Combat less good. Traversing terrain, fantastic.
Very.
I mean, we can
yeah.
get up the cliff now.
It basically it's something that is for you've made that all when you get entanglement or spells and effects that do damage if you walk through it. I can basically just be like, guys, just. Woo.
Oh, I have an idea. If Halite gets the jump ring, Halite can pick you up, grow really big, jump as high as he can, throw you, and then you can fly the rest of the distance up the cliff.
Yes.
Again, you've
You're
gone
still-
around the cliff.
You still, I think.
No, I
You may
went
going
choose to
around.
go back if you would like to. You're
We're
fine.
going
I feel like when we finish the campaign, it's like, so what do you want your epilogue to be? And Halite will be, I'm going back to that cliff and I'm climbing it.
Yes.
I think I revealed off stream what was up that cliff.
Yes, you did.
I would very much like to see how I'd take that alone.
I would.
Love that.
Bring it on.
Okay,
Let's
then.
go.
Cool. Thank you all for tuning in with us. I hope you had a good time. I'm glad to be back. We're all glad to be back. And we will see you
Glad to have you back.
next time.